Hey everyone, it is the Watchalong. I'm Paul Machin. That guy right there is Chris Pajak. Thank you to everyone who joined us on the Uncensored Match Build-Up show ahead of the game. We know the team. We will go through it one more time and then discuss some more bits and pieces. It will be Alisson in goal. It is Robbo, Gomez, Canate, Trent. Midfield three of Bacchetic, Thiago, Keita, Elliott, Gakpo and Salah up front. And interesting, Chris Klopp in his pre-match basically made reference to, he was being asked about the midfield. He's clearly very bored of talking about the midfield, and he tried to move the conversation forward that the forward three, and he said it's the second game of them playing, which implies Elliott left.
It does, doesn't it? I mean, we sort of looked at each other when he said it, didn't we? And we're like, okay, that's interesting, because so that would mean Elliott on the left-hand side, Salah on the right-hand side, and Gakpo up front, and I don't know whether I'm happy with that. I mean, I don't want Klopp to flip-flop all the time, because it means that he's making decisions that he thinks were wrong decisions, but also I didn't think it was the right decision. Maybe he does, and if he thinks it's the right decision and I don't, then shut up, Chris, is where I'm probably going with this one. He's obviously seen something there that Harvey Elliott can do that role.
Or he's not seeing it in Oxlade-Chamberlain. Carvalho was injured, so he wouldn't have played anyway. But I don't think he's seen it in Carvalho in terms of playing off the left-hand side. And so
Carvalho's now injured as well, isn't
exactly.
he?
So it's a case of, as we often see, it's you want to preface put 10 lads in their position and one lad out of position, rather than, because as much as Salah, I made the point pre-game, I'd be more than happy to see Salah play centre forward, because Elliott's in his best position. Gakpo's probably in his at least more understood position from the left-hand side, and Salah's playing between the sticks, and he's our highest goal scorer. But in reality, if they think Gakpo's the long-term Bobby Firmino understudy replacement or whatever, then play him in 9. And I think he's going to knit it together. And Salah's best position is off the right-hand side, and so you're asking Elliott to do a job the same way that Ox has done a job, etc., etc.
Yeah, and that's right, isn't it? I think you'd rather have 10 people knowing exactly what they're doing and one having to struggle through, rather than maybe 3 or 4 who are all in different positions, which, you could say that about Mo up front, so he's played there loads over the years, but his understanding of the right-wing position is much better than his understanding of the centre-forward position.
Which is annoying.
Like a bit of a break glass solution up front, hasn't it? It's like, it's not working, we'll just put Mo up front and see what happens, to the detriment of maybe other things throughout the 11. The interesting stuff, though, isn't it, is the Bajcetic, Keita and Thiago midfield three again. Now, if we are going to continue to play basically one game a week, it will be really interesting to see if he just continues to pick those players every single weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Rabadam sent a super chat in. Thank you so much. It's 4-0 Liverpool. Bet your house on it.
I would not bet my house on that.
Nope, I would not even be betting my house on a Liverpool win here today. And that's not because I don't love Liverpool, it's just because I'm not fucking stupid. But by all means...
Kind of like living in a house.
I'll bet your house on it. Yeah,
I'll bet your house too.
It's camera crazy. Kieran Orr has been a member for 28 months. I appreciate you guys. Ignore the blitz on Twitter. Yeah, that's what turning Twitter off and muting certain key phrases is all about, my friend. Yeah,
it's been a tough week in that regard.
It has, yeah. It's been more stress. I mean, this is the thing. I often find this is like, I don't have the answers. No one's got the answers. I'm not even certain Jaeger and Pep have got the answers, and that's where the major frustration comes from. And this is why I think you have lots of like one issue things, and people get really dug in on certain points, and whether it's at the moment it's transfers and the ownership, but in the past, we've had it be players or honestly countless things, and it comes from not feeling like having a sense of control. We're comforted by being able to put all our blame on something small and understandable. So that's what we're getting a lot of. Whereas in reality, Liverpool just need to win some football matches, and it won't. There's obviously deeper rooted issues that need to be resolved in the coming months. But everyone will feel better about life if Liverpool can just win.
I know I will. I will. That's for certain.
Yeah. Croxley script in the comments here saying, now that I'm a club legend, I expect an imperious win for the Reds. I'm sure I read that in the small print. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you become a club legend subscriber on Redmen Plus, Liverpool always win. Not a guarantee. I don't think that needs saying, but I'll say it nevertheless.
It's a complete fallacy.
That is completely not true, but again, ultimately. Did see a mention of saying, I think it was Jordan Henderson had a little knock again in the week, so that was another reason why he wasn't in consideration for this. And Nunes as well was another one that they're obviously being careful with. I think he's had a little injury this week, so that kind of again answers our speculative questions on this on the Uncensored Match Build-Up show. I really sorry, they've got seagull heads on.
Wow,
that's so disturbing.
That's so weird.
That is so disturbing.
That was bizarre, that wasn't it? Anyone playing Spot the Chloe?
Yeah, oh yeah. By the way, if you want to keep up to date with things in and around the ground, the Queen of Match Days herself, Chloe Bloxham, is at the Amex Stadium. So make sure you follow our social media accounts for some clips and videos and stuff, and then post-match she'll be doing a post-match reaction from there, hopefully with a big smile on her face. That would make things loads easier because it means Liverpool have probably won, or she's watched someone fall over in front of her, but preferably the former rather than the latter, unless it's someone who's an absolute blat. But still, I really don't know how to feel about this, Chris. Again, it goes back to a very simplistic thing, because there's only so much you can do. There's only so much talk, and there's only so much speculation. Dan was calling the Brighton game in the league a watershed moment in the season, but trying to caveat that with theoretically or potentially, we won't know. Because if we continue to be a bit crap, then it's not. We've just changed the way in which we're being crap, and we've changed the guys on the pitch who are the ones being crap. What I need to see from us is Liverpool being really resolute again in this football match. And if we can add some sparkle on top, then great. But I think if we go into this one, like, with the greatest respect to Rabadam, I want to see Liverpool batter Brighton here. But actually, in reality, I just want to see Liverpool win.
Yeah, Liverpool have got a lot of things to change from the last time out, haven't they? They'll be playing for pride first and foremost this time. It was only a couple of weeks ago that we were down there and we left with the tail between our legs. I mean, Matuma was just had a field day, and by all accounts, he's continued that form on. We've got to stop him, probably first and foremost today. Trent Alexander-Arnold being the right back instead of Milner the last couple of games, where I think Milner's done pretty well at right back. What type of performance are we going to see out of him? Are we going to see the Trent Alexander-Arnold of maybe a year or 2 years ago pushing Matuma back and forcing him to focus on his defensive side of the game? Or are we going to see the placid Trent Alexander-Arnold who allows Matuma to control the space on that left-hand side and dictate the way that Brighton are going to play football?
It's tough, isn't it? I mean, you're right. There's so much balls required to play the way Liverpool play, and the problem is when you get into psychologically, you get into the heads of this fearfulness of what goes on behind you, it does start to erode what you're trying to do. I mean, the problem with I think we found this season is teams don't give a shit about whether we're trying to push them back or not. They go ahead, you go forward, see what happens, we'll kill you going the other way,
and that comes down to that predictability that we've spoken about with Liverpool when they've got the ball at the feet and they're trying to move it from side to side and stuff. And I think last time out against Chelsea, we mentioned it before, we played that sort of mid-block, but a mid-block with a ridiculously high line, which is not something you see mid-block sides do. So there was a little bit of a wrinkle there, which was a bit different to what Brighton might come up against when they could play teams with a deep or a low block or a mid-block. Because, that high line, we were playing in 20 yards of space against Chelsea. Yeah. I'm almost begging them to hit the ball over the top. And, Alisson's got a big part to play. If that's the case, will Brighton be as asked? Will they just go, let's just see what it's like and see if we can do it? And there was good things in that Chelsea game, and there was a few bad things as well. I mean, set pieces, we were pretty poor. We need to be better at set pieces again today, but ultimately we need to find a goal. And what I mean by that is a Liverpool style goal, rather than just a put the ball in the back of the net.
Scoring from 30
yards. Exactly. Like, how are we going to build up and score a goal? Because that's the one thing that we've lacked.
No, 100%. Rabadam's back, says, okay, then I'll take a 1-0 with an OG. Yeah, absolutely, whatever it takes me.
That'll do. I'll take that right now.
Very brief break from us. We're about a minute and a half away from kick-off. Stay tuned.
A few weeks ago, I was lucky enough to sit down with Liverpool left-back Kostas Tsimikas. I was able to get an interview with him, to get some quick-fire questions done, and I was lucky enough to host a Q&A with him and John Aldridge at Hotel Anfield in Liverpool. Now, while I was there, I also managed to get him to sign this Liverpool shirt for you guys. So if you want to be in with a chance to win this incredible signed Kostas Tsimikas shirt, then all you need to do is go over to redmenplus.com and sign up as a club legend for this month's prize draw.
Just commenting what a weird first name Purvis is.
It's very strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it feels more like a nickname
Pervy stupid.
Pervy, stupid perv. I think what they're going for.
Stupid old pervy.
John Lee David Blackshaw with the super chat. Thank you so much, John, you wonderful human. It says, good afternoon, gents. Redmen TV and the legends keep me sane in these strange times. The world may be rocking at the moment, but I know with you, YNWA. Thank you so much, John, as one of our brilliant subscribers, again, as Club Legend on Redmen Plus, where, when times are tough, we've got a wonderful little community over there on the Discord, which we'll be referring to throughout the day, of course. But Kieran also says, love you guys. There's something magical. Clive Tilsley commentating our Liverpool match.
Can we just shout out PTM Productions, by the way, who's called them Brighton Munich? Like that.
Like it.
Like that. Right.
Okay, we are moments away. Naby
Harvey
Keita
from the
will
left.
be kicking off. Robbo and Harvey just having a little chat on that side.
Yeah, by Church, it's very deep.
And Salah flanking either side of the centre circle. Referee's just having a little look over to the side. And the commentary's begun before the game has begun because I've started.
Right, so I can't see Canate, so it's going back to him. Yeah. And then it's a big one up towards Gakpo.
There you go. Brilliant. Nailed it. And it's being Brighton thrown deep in the right back position of Tarek Lamptey. Class. Salmon on the way here. Let's have a song. Let's have Mo Salah to kick us off.
Pass completion, 50% so far.
He's got it.
It's going to be some actual singers, to do these chants.
So through Canate knocks the throwing all the way back.
66.6% pass completion. Oh, don't ask me to do it.
Joe Gomez now.
75.
Liverpool already being made really uncomfortable with Brighton's positioning here. Alisson needs to empty this. Sends it into the channel. Again, here's the second balls. Brighton regain possession.
There you go. So we're not pressing, look.
Yeah.
Mid-block again. Oh, here we go. One-man press. That's silly.
That's very 4-2-3-1 at the moment, isn't it?
Well, yeah, Thiago, I think that's just the pressing point more than anything else.
Back to the goalie for Brighton, that is.
He is very much sitting on Pascal Gross.
It's another weird name.
Yeah, well, maybe because it doesn't all use letters.
Well done, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Good, strong defending up against Matoma there.
He's got like a musical symbol at the end of his name, hasn't he?
Yeah. Steve Ryder in the Legends Discord, and I'm so hoping we win and Wrexham win. Then the boys come to Wrexham.
You were saying this? It's like a dream tie?
It is my absolute dream tie.
Dream's something you do when you're asleep, mate.
I know, yeah. Got to get through this game first and foremost, and then ultimately I won't be that hard what Wrexham do against Sheffield United. But let's get through this.
Easy again.
Joe Gomez forced to defend in the channel there. Well done, shutting down Lamptey.
I tell you what, they got round us quickly again, exactly the same as the first game, just utilising one man in the midfield and a little 1-2 to get round the outside.
Round the outside. High on the right hand side. Lamptey takes the throw in this time, looking for some movement in front of him. Thiago trying to shut things off. Robertson, they've got it in the corner flat. They've turned it past two men. Tarek Lamptey's blocked by Bajcetic. Corner ball to Brighton. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting straight off the bat. You know, we had the ball in the back. Nobody knew where the pass was. You know, Robbo didn't know where it was. Gomez didn't know where it was. Alisson didn't know where it was. Yeah, they've blocked our passing lines very effectively so far. 2 minutes 45 played. Corner from this near side. It's going to be an in-swinger, one for Liverpool to deal with. Alisson just pushing one of their players away.
It's on dunk. That seems a bit mad.
Yeah. It's right into the heart of the defence. Well done.
He's on his bike.
Big catch, big
That's
claim.
A foul, that.
It did
That's
look
a
like
foul,
it was fouled, and the referee gives the free kick. Yeah, he was impeded as he went to throw the ball. Gets it back. And he's going to take a quick free kick. We don't need to see the replay, mate. The ball is in play. He caught it. We know he caught it. It's not important.
Yeah, we didn't even see the foul.
I fucking hate when ITV take football coverage.
What a play.
Keita's got it on the front foot. He's going to play Salah, and he has done. Right-hand side of the penalty area. Mohamed Salah plays it flat across the box, blocked. It's going to drop back to Salah, right-footed. Clear off the line, Keita. Oh, it's still alive. Brighton trying to get a clear. Trent can't keep it in. That's good skill.
Done him.
Matuma's absolutely done him there.
He's still going.
Brighton come away here.
Look at that
left swarm of
side.
4 Brighton men. Canate cuts it out. Brilliant.
He played the wrong pass. He had Matuma free and acres of space down the left-hand side, and the plant pot decided to play it inside. Thank fuck for that.
Joe Gomez, Karate, good build-up from Liverpool as well. They managed to spring it really well in the attack. Keita was great there.
Cracking footy by Liverpool, though.
Yeah. Gomez now coming
Keita,
forward,
brilliant.
running into the midfield. Nice little ball to Thiago. Harvey Elliott. That's my issue with Elliott on the left, is that I think he should be stretching that there. I think he should be pushing on. Anyway, Liverpool have it right in the back line.
He wants to sit back and create, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that was the thing at Chelsea, and I didn't mention this pre-game, but I did feel like there were points to improve upon with Chelsea. I don't think it was a very good performance on the left from him, but you could say, in this instance, just run forward, mate. You know, there's good little tweaks you could make. No
or you utilise Robbo more in that sense, but,
but not in that situation.
Pushing him on.
Yeah. Thiago, wonderful little curler into Keita, just couldn't quite get a full foot on it. Brighton looked to come forward, Salah's having to track back.
It's Pervis.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Pervis. Harvey Elliott goes over towards Lamptey. He gets rolled, turned.
Oh, that's footy, that, innit?
Decent footy from Brighton there.
They're a good fucking side, aren't they? Damn them. Damn them to hell. Gakpo's gone on his own, but he's caused problems.
Thiago just couldn't quite get on it. I felt like he was thinking about the next pass rather than actually just getting on the ball.
It's caused us a few issues now defensively, I think, because there's no one in the middle there, look.
Yeah, Bajcetic having to track back. Gomez, good defending.
Oh, nice play, Gakpo. Brilliant touch.
Sends Salah away.
Brilliant
down
balls,
that
no
right wing.
support. Not yet. Just slow down and wait.
Salah up against Dunk. He's inside. Dunk, he floats it. Oh, no, he's missed his man. And it's calmly played away by Brighton.
Nice to see Salah get in a couple of times early doors, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, very much indeed. Brighton have it. Liverpool trying to put that press on. And they've done really well.
Well
there.
done, lads.
Forcing Brighton into headers. Trent takes it off Konate. He gets his head up. Looks at the pass, goes short to Keita, gets it back. Outside what a pass. Mohamed Salah, right-hand side of the penalty area at the byline. Cut out corner, ball to Liverpool. What a pass by Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Absolutely brilliant. Just as he was playing that pass, I was just sort of had my eye on Andy Robertson, who is not crossing the halfway line. He is very much sticking back this game. Captain Andy Robertson, actually. But no, great ball by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Third time, 6 minutes in, we've seen Mo Salah have a run on his man. Look at this now. Outside of the boot. Oh, the timing's perfect, isn't it? And there's just, unfortunately, Gakpo was involved in that build-up play, and we could have done with him there, but it was Harvey coming in.
Corner far side. It's Crossbow with the Super Justice. I think it'll be 2-1 Liverpool. I'm praying it to win. Yes, us too. It's Crossbow. Thank you so much. Yeah, outswinger from Trent. Left arm in the air. Sent deep one towards the back end of the penalty area. I'm not sure he meant that. Keita gets the volley forward. Thiago loses out. Bajcetic,
I'll tell you what.
Kicks it straight
pull that
into
down.
the air. Salah's touch is uncharacteristically
Go on.
Bajcetic keeps the press on. It's going to drop to Harvey Elliott. He's got no support on the right-hand side.
P-roller.
Yeah.
Good old-fashioned P-roller from Elliott there. Wow, okay. Good little start from Liverpool, really.
Yep, so far, so okay. We've been threatened to be caught out a couple of times, which is a little concern, but we are also offering a little bit more.
But the press is much better. We've won it back twice high up the field. We're picking our moments when we're going for it.
Elliott's going to get absolutely smoked, yeah. Ball into the channel, Joe Gomez.
Has got that.
Yeah, well done, Joe Gomez. Accelerating, does brilliantly, and he has to kick it out for a throw-in. Yeah, the Robertson stuff, point you made, I'd be interested to see whether that's just him being told to pick his moments a little bit better, and also, ultimately, don't overcommit in 15 minutes of a football match.
Yeah, we've done that a few times.
Few too many times. That's been the... How do you describe Liverpool's season? It's overcommitting and conceding stupid goals in the first period of the
Solly
football
March, he scored 2, did he, last game?
No idea.
Did he play central last time out? Okay. Sound. You're not going to know where he played if you don't know how many goals he scored. Yeah. Sound. No, I'm going to have a little look.
Brighton have it in the back line. Cautiously approaching the halfway line, trying to find a way around the press. Liverpool do well there. Thiago's pressing in the 10 position for us. Very much this game. Harvey Elliott wins it back. Referee penalises him for that. I thought that was okay, but apparently not. Becky Hale. £5 super chat. Thank you so much, Becky. Says, watching this on TV with the sound down, got you guys on instead. We'll need this win. Trying to be optimistic, we'll say 2-1 to Liverpool. Becky, I fucking love any prediction that gives Liverpool a win. Matoma goes round Trent on it. left wing, cuts the cross back. Gomez judges it, gets it away for now, but it only drops to the edge of the area. Brighton still have possession. Keita with a good press. Brighton managed to get themselves out of a tricky situation and play it back to the defence.
So I've got the team up last time. Solly March did score 2. It's on my laptop. And you can see he played from that right-hand side as well there. So Ferguson played up top, Matuma. Obviously Adam Lallana through the centre.
Keita plays it into the channel to Salah. Probably could have played Elliott in there. Thiago.
There's Robbo. He's there now.
Yeah, Thiago fighting does really well. Keita, Salah probably lost the impetus really here, but Liverpool do have the ball. But Cheches and Keita just knocking it around. There's Trent playing quite inside. You know, I thought it was really interesting. I don't think we've got time for this full discussion, but I was listening to a podcast about...
Oh, what a ball.
Robbo's got a big chase on that left wing. He's not going to get there, but the ball is still in play. They've decided to try and play it out from the back. Brighton. Can Liverpool capitalise? Thiago can foul. About how Rico Henry plays for Man City and how he plays as like as an inverted fullback effectively, or he plays as he described it as an everted midfielder, which is a midfielder that goes out rather than an inverted fullback. An everted midfielder goes the other way.
Okay.
And it got me thinking. The more I've seen it, and then I've been watching him play, and how whether Pep Linders and Pep Guardiola had a big conflab over the summer and decided to try all of the same things, and like Trent, and you see what they've been trying to get Trent to do similar sort of things for us, and then they've totally abandoned it as a bad job. But yeah, interesting stuff. Good little play that Henry. Anyway, Brighton have it at the back. It's in the 6th position. Liverpool doing a good job of making it difficult for them to play out, which is nice. It's quite
refreshing.
Yeah, refreshingly familiar from good Liverpool.
That's nice,
That's it, yeah. He's got to go back on himself, goes back to the goalkeeper.
It wasn't just Gakpo, it was Thiago and Harvey Elliott's position were brilliant behind him, and that's what made him turn and face goal. Oh, God.
Oh, ball in behind is 1 foot Canate to deal with, and as you'd expect, he does really well there. Trent's under pressure, fires one into the channel, tries to send Salah clear, doesn't. It's well blocked. It's Thiago now, brilliant. Bajcetic, he needed Elliott again to commit to the forward run, and he just didn't quite. Although Bajcetic gets back again. The kid's got some talent, hasn't he?
He's unbelievable, mate. He's for 18 years old, he's ridiculous.
Yep.
Just hope he can go more than 60, 70 minutes in a game soon.
Yep. Robertson, Gomez, again, really encouraging how many times Liverpool are managing to disrupt what Brighton do out the back, and even, getting back on the ball. Trent, Bajcetic, Salah on the halfway line, back to Trent. Goes for the big switch, and it is a big switch, and it's a little cushion headed down by Elliott. Couldn't direct it where he wanted it to go, though, and Brighton have the ball again in their half. Alexis McAllister floats one over to that left-hand side. Matoma again sends it forward. It's a quick ball into the box.
That'll do. Harvey, maybe?
Taking a moment there, gather yourselves. It's fine. I've got no problem if Núñez is fit, and it's a big ask, of course, because we just don't know where he's at. But I've no issue with us making this a half-an-hour football match. Of just, if we can score before, then absolutely do that. But trying to frustrate Brighton as much as possible. Gomez, Robertson.
See, now if we can get the ball into Thiago right here, there's a big space between their centre-half and their right-back, with Harvey Elliott pulling right to the left-hand side, pulling wide to the left-hand side. That I wonder whether that's something that we could maybe try and exploit at some point.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, Thiago's the wrong midfielder. Now, you can do that because he's very much a side-to-side midfielder rather than a front-and-back midfielder, north and south, sorry. But the space is there.
Magnetic north, true north.
I don't know. North and south is in, like the way your dad did it in your garden. Like just that end and that end, you know what I mean?
Left and right.
See the big space there because Harvey Elliott is coming across.
Yeah.
Now, if it was Keita would hit that space, no problem whatsoever. But it's Thiago who wants to go east and west.
Yeah. So it was north, the top end of the pitch?
North and south of the goals.
For us? Oh, it sound okay.
And the way you're facing.
Chris, that's really confusing. We're watching the game side on.
Got to put yourself in there, both. The North Star is above whatever goal we're facing.
Okay, so
East and west of the sidelines.
yeah.
South is
Second
Allison.
start to the
South
right
is
and
Allison.
straight on some morning. No, is that
Yeah.
no? Okay, different thing. Right, let's have the Robbo. So Thiago now. Yeah, so it's been a little bit bitty the last couple of minutes, as you can tell by the fact that we've not talked about what's happened in the match. Trent is under pressure. He's got to retreat again, and we're seeing quite a bit of that from Liverpool and from Brighton. To be fair, both teams kind of executing the game plans in terms of disrupting the opposition quite well. So Liverpool probably shading it. Andy Robertson's got some space to hit. Harvey turned the wrong way. Lovely little creative ball from Thiago, but it wasn't red.
Oh dear.
And here
Where's
they go.
Robbo?
Robbo is on the halfway line, having chosen to actually attack for once. Gomez, he's gone round them. It's a big open chance. Got to be a goal. Trent off the line.
Wow.
Trent Alexander-Arnold blocks it on the line. It should have been a goal. It should be 1-0 to Brighton.
Got lucky there, didn't we? I mean, yeah, we were talking about it earlier, weren't we? Robbo picking his moments to get forwards. That was not one of them.
He went the wrong way.
Solly Marsh, 2 goals the last time out, does really well. Gets a great ball in and take your pick, mate. Should have been Welbeck's, but it wasn't. And Trent Alexander-Arnold's alive to it.
Yeah, brilliant.
Brilliant defending, yeah. Superb defending.
Yeah, it's that thing. Thiago, it's such a why you own Thiago pass. But the plays develop down the left-hand side, and a couple of times that's happened where players they've looked the wrong way.
Oh, Naby, poor touch, and now they're on the front foot again.
Oh, Bacchetta's is probably going to get a yellow card for that one when the player returns. It's a great strike, but it's not really. It's miles over the bar. Liverpool have a goal kick.
Is he left-footed, Solly Marsh?
I have got no idea, Chris. He certainly
I'm going to
kicked that
stop
one with his
asking
left foot.
questions.
No idea. Yeah, I'm aware of there's a footballer for Brighton called Solly March, and that's the limit of my knowledge on him. I now know he wears number 7 as well. If that was him shooting,
It was.
Cool. Oh, that's a foul from Bacchetta's as well, isn't it? The referee obviously played the advantage of Brighton. Interesting to see whether he goes back and books him.
Do you know what shit?
Oh,
Pepsi.
Normal Pepsi.
All of it.
See, I disagree. I had Pepsi
Max.
Pepsi Max.
Did they even do that anymore?
Yeah.
Do they? I thought they changed it to 0 sugar.
Pepsi Max. I think I like Pepsi Max better than Coke Zero.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I don't like Coke Zero.
A bad shout.
It's not as Coke Zero. It's not as sweet.
Pepsi was great when they had the best looking can. They don't have the best looking can anymore. You know the pencil case can?
Oh,
with the red and the blue.
when they had, when they made the best pencil cases. Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Did you have one of those Pepsi?
Everybody had one of the. Well, I don't know if I had a Pepsi one, but they obviously had moulding. There was Fanta and all that kind of. No, probably not Fanta, whatever the Pepsi equivalent was.
Danny Harty Smith, Pepsi is shit. Deno, Pepsi sucks. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Goalkeeper's got to deal with that one, and he does. Diet Pepsi and Pepsi Max are top, says Danny. I thought for a second that Pepsi Max is elite, says Andy. Hang on a second. It's almost like you've been reading the comments that only service your point there, Chris Pajak.
Well, I have. You haven't read any FSG out comments either, Paul, so shut up.
Because they're just bots, Chris. Karate, and that was you that told me that. Not the other way around.
What?
You said they weren't real people.
Who?
You.
What? What are we talking about here? Pepsi's real.
FSG out.
We're not talking about it.
At Mr. Blood Red on Twitter. Who remembers Tab Coke, says Becky?
Yeah, I remember. Tab Clear.
Worst.
It was shockingly bad. For a clear liquid, it managed to taste disgusting.
Yeah.
Well done.
Naby, Jesus. He's just gone up for the header, rolled over his man, and coming down heavily on his noggin there.
Flop.
Yeah. Yeah,
Without
it was an excellent technique for getting over the high jump, but not
Yeah, look,
so much.
see, there you go. That's a Fosby flop without the crash mat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he put his arse into McAllister there. Oh, that's it. That's him out. No. Concussion protocol, anyone?
No, I didn't. I don't
No,
think he hit his head.
It's fine. He's sure. I mean, he's holding his head, Paul. I mean, how can his body deal with that? We'll find out when he starts running the wrong way with the ball. Fair play to him.
Oh, sorry, I missed a few super chats. Apologies, everyone. This game's been enthralling. Mark Shoemaker I mean, wow. Is that a profession or just a surname or both? They look up for it today, he says. There you go. Mohammed Abbas says, Reds fan from Sydney. Love the channel. Fair, funny, passionate, informative. Your shows have kept me going in tough times. God bless you, boys. Thank you so much, Mohammed. That's lovely.
That's lovely. It is. Really nice. Now, if the Reds could keep us going, that'd be great.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Can only do so much. Let's have a song, guy.
Yeah.
Nabby's got a song going over that.
What about I Will Survive?
Excited it again.
Oh, it's nice play,
Gakpo.
Gakpo.
Oh, Elliot just couldn't play the ball through first time.
There we go. Well done, Robbo. Unlucky.
Swarm him, Cody. And Harvey. Keep going.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Don't put yourself out, Harvey. You need to get close. Yeah, well done.
Goalkeeper plays that ball.
Shit, now that's a good pass, isn't it?
There's a soda in the US called Squirt, according to Dickie O'Reilly.
What? Called what? Squirt?
Squirt.
I've got a little soda called Squirt.
Wait, what?
What?
You called it a soda machine. Freeway cola from Lidl's is the best, says Randy Marsh.
Now, do you remember Sainsbury's Classic Cola?
No. Sainsbury's.
Sainsbury's.
If you're going to buy roller cola, why the fuck
because they actually fucking spent dough and tried to compete. It was what turned into Virgin Cola, or Virgin Cola turned into it.
Is that right?
Yeah, so they actually tried to compete with I
had a conversation
Coke
with this in the summer about do you remember Virgin Cola and the fact that they modelled the shape of their bottle on Pamela Anderson's figure?
Nice. Yeah. I mean, fair play to them.
Yep. The Pammy, it was called.
True.
This is 100% true. Please, everyone, feel free to Google it. I'm not lying. It's one of the wonderful little 90s trivia factoids. Yeah, the model, the bottle on it, vital statistics. Tomo comes down that left-hand side, free dribbling through Liverpool, goes for the give and go, gets it, still going into the box, floats the shot into the hands of Alisson.
That is really good play, isn't it? Was it Matuma and Ferguson?
That's everything we don't have in our team.
Yes. Of
someone starting deep, running towards it, little give and go. It's very Coutinho-ish.
Of them out the game there.
Yeah. He's actually taken that extra touch was a bit unnecessary, really, wasn't it? He probably should have just hit it there.
Yeah, he should have, but he made Joe look stupid, so he gets points in that regard. Ah, well done, Canate. I didn't realise Canate got a touch on that. Yeah. Here we go.
Oh.
Gakpo into Mo.
Salah force wide on that right-hand side. He's got supporting Keita. Little soul roll. Still maintaining possession. He's got three men around him. Salah he's just not switched on.
Go on, use your body.
Canate absolutely bodies his man and carries on. I'd let him have a shot for that.
No.
I mean, I didn't expect him to score. Oh, great run from Andy Robertson. Can he be picked out? Oh, no, not quite. Good vision by Trent. Great run from Robbo.
Was it Trent, was it, yeah?
Aye.
Yeah, it looks like it. Oh. I tell you what, the ball by Gakpo to Salah was brilliant. Again, that classic false nine, dropping in, turning, hitting Mo into space. Yeah, very nice. More of that. Looks better in this game, actually, Gakpo.
Ben Mills' silver Pammy bottle for 50p from Woolworths. There you go. God, I don't think there's ever been a more 90s sentence uttered, to be perfectly honest.
Was it the little cans?
I don't know.
It's got to have been, hasn't it?
Woolies. They were like 25p or something.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, a can of Coke was 50p, if you remember. 50, like our school age.
How much was a 10p mix?
Oh, we're so old. We're fathers as well. I don't know if you can tell by the level of humour being dropped. Here come Brighton at pace. Well shut out there by Naby Keita. Well done, Liverpool, defending well. Jairo Inizam Basiron says, hi Redmen TV, Paul and Chris, Reds and YNWA. Hello, my friend.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's been a tough afternoon for Elliot again, hasn't it?
Oh, it's quick, isn't he? Yeah, it was that Wellers.
Well done, Ibu Canate. Love that. Danny Welbeck trying to give him a little bit and he's just laughing at him, basically. I think that I've enjoyed the centre-back pairing so far. I mean, there's that one moment there where obviously Gomez doesn't cut the cross out, which leads to the really dangerous thing. But I feel like they're a good pairing in terms of matching the skill set up.
Yeah, I agree with that. Do you know what? Funnily enough, one of the things that I sort of noticed when I was researching the deep dive this week with Josh was actually how many times we've played a different centre-back partnership, because all the focus has been on the attacking injuries.
That was wonderful play from Liverpool to get out from the back there.
All the focus has been on the attacking injuries in the midfield and all that type of stuff, but like Gomez has played a lot at centre-back this season.
Oh, great ball. Mohamed Salah's in from Harvey Elliott past Salah! Oh, screwed it wide.
But the ball by Harvey Elliott was so good, and Salah had drifted central, was on the shoulder. It was perfect.
Yeah, great little interchange from Liverpool. Thiago, Trent, Elliott, and then Salah probably fractionally offside, in fairness.
I don't know, you know.
But then he goes for the far corner. Drags a shot wide, unfortunately. But in the build-up to that, Liverpool were put under pressure. Cody Gakpo actually dropped into onto the left-hand side there, because I don't know if you picked up on that.
Didn't.
And he dropped basically really deep on that left-hand side, gave us an extra body, and that was the most assured we've looked playing out from the back. And then eventually they played it out wide, and that's where that situation eventually arises from. But encouraging stuff. It's Crossbow Super Chat says, get Darwizzy on. No, don't ever call him that again. I mean, please feel free, but Jesus. On for Elliott and play Gakpo left wing. Yeah, it might well be that. Yeah, it's been tough. It's interesting. We've just been saying it's been tough for Elliott, and then he crops up central and plays a nice little three.
Well, now Thiago's like drifting left, and Elliott was sort of central there, and I don't know what's going on.
We do need to mix it up. You know, we're 25 minutes in now. What's the next?
Look, see Elliott now. Yeah. Look where he is.
Yeah.
It's kind of looking like Gakpo's now got into the 10, and
there it is. I know, it's exactly what it was. Brilliant. Mark Shoemaker is back again. Thank you. He says, I'm a chef. Good to know. Thanks. Do you make any like shoe-themed food? To stretch that in it. Enjoyed your Dream Team episode with Tom Kitchen, Chris. Great content as always. Thank you. That's why he decided he was a chef. I've realised that now.
Yeah. No. It was a really good episode. That obviously Tom is one of the best chefs in the world right now. Lucky enough to go up there to his kitchen restaurant a couple of years ago, just before the first lockdowns and stuff.
Harvey just knocked the ball out of the his hand. Absolutely brilliant. Love a bit of that.
And he's such a big Liverpool fan, Tom Kitchen. Like, he lives and breathes it. Like, goes to a lot of the aways and all that type of stuff. Comes down to Anfield a lot for a chef. And his restaurants are absolutely superb as well.
Bosh. Yeah, that full series on Redmen Plus right now. We've got some really cool people on there. Jay Spearing, I did one with him. Steve Blunt did one with former Liverpool centre-half Mark Wright, and loads more in between. Anyway, well done. Mo Salah getting back in there. Naby Keita trying to put his hip in, and doesn't win the throw-in, apparently. Okay, there you go. Let's have a song. Let's have Ring of Fire. Done Naby this time. He wins the throw-in. Yeah, cut off a pass, deflects off the Brighton man, and it's a Liverpool throw-in inside our half. The Kyo Red asks, Darwizzy Nunezel? Question mark. Sure. Anything can be a thing. Oh, Cody Gakpo, really, really good. Oh, that's brilliant. Lovely little give and go. Salah's on his bike. Can he pick him out? He's still going. Still going, Gakpo. Salah's in. No, he's not. The goalkeeper manages to get hold of it before Salah can get a throw in. Oh,
it was close. He had his opportunity and he just missed it. There. Oh, he had the ball on his left foot at the opportune time to play it, didn't he? But listen, that's good. He's getting involved. He's not staying central. He's going and trying to find the ball, and Liverpool are going to have to get used to him. So that's a good start, man.
It's like they've unchained Gakpo a bit here, isn't it? You know, they've gone,
Gakpo unchained, I like that.
Gakpo unchained, yeah.
That's a deep dive in it next week. Right then and there. Title sorted as well.
And Keita under loads of pressure on that right wing. Battling together, losing out, unfortunately.
How the fuck is Danny Welbeck looking this good, by the way?
Yeah, he's always been a good player, hasn't he?
No.
He's always been very injury prone, this is his problem. There was a point, if you remember, when him and Sturridge were both brilliant. Like, they both looked like they had the very complementary skills, and then obviously Sturridge's legs completely fell off. Eaton Strawn asks, why are we playing Elliott on the left?
I don't know.
Because Nunes hasn't been fit, I think is the
but he's found it when he's found himself central. I mean, he played one great ball to thread Salah through, and probably should be one up because of that opportunity. To be fair, like that's where he comes alive, isn't it? When he's got the play in front of him, he's got a little bit of time. He's in that sort of 10 position, and that's where his creativity comes to the fore. I think to answer the question, right, as a midfielder, we did a show on him a couple of weeks ago. His numbers don't back him up as a midfielder. They always put him in like the top few percentile in the league in terms of attacking, progressive passes into the box, all that type of stuff. But in terms of his interceptions, his tackles and everything else, he's really poor. So that might be the reason that he's playing from the left. He's very good at getting, I think he's 99th percentile at getting the ball into the box with passes in the league as a midfielder. So obviously you move him to an attacking position, you give him more of the stuff that he's good at and less of the stuff that he's maybe not so good at.
Great. Yeah, and ultimately we've got no Jota, no Diaz, and no Firmino.
All right.
It's just at the risk of undermining the statistical analysis behind his position on the left.
Go on.
Is Salah free by Keita on that right hand side? He's got space to run into. Gakpo's free at the back post. He's gone for Elliott instead. Elliott with the shot. Elliott has broken the deadlock in the FA Cup once again. Oh, little salute from the little man. Oh, and Liverpool have broken that deadlock. They are 1-0 up. Oh, my word. Chris Pajak, Harvey Elliott, what a player.
Absolutely, mate. And did he hit that right-footed, by the way?
Yes, he did.
Did he, right? Because there was a comment that just came in from Daniel Stewart saying, so tired of Chris pretending Elliott is any better than Woodburn. He can only use one foot. Timing was perfect there. Timing was perfect. Listen, Daniel, I'm only taking the mic. Like, that was funny, like, to be fair.
I'm not.
Look at this. Salah there.
He's onside.
Plays it. Right-footed. Keeper. Steel. Balls of steel. Knock it in. Oh, no. There's a question mark of handball from Naby.
Oh,
they're not going to check that, are they? Don't do that to us. He's got his head up straight away, Mo. He's only thinking about playing the pass. And, yeah. Lamptey had to stay back because of Gakpo's position, so he couldn't come across. Had he taken another step across, he might have had an opportunity. 1-0 Liverpool, hopefully.
Well done, Elliott, taking it early. Andy App, remember, for 12 months, says, have it, Elliott haters. That's an interesting one. Anyway, game is underway. It is Brighton 0, it is Liverpool 1, and it is Harvey Elliott who scored again in the FA Cup for the Reds. Well done. Wow. Jonathan Cook says it's good when he's not out left, isn't it?
It's true. He's drifted inside. And listen, Daniel, to be fair, mate, I do agree with you. He's very, very one-footed, but so Salah. And Salah's a world-class player.
Yeah, absolutely.
And by the way, I'm not saying that Harvey Elliott's world-class yet.
Yeah.
Give me 6 months.
Almost every footballer is very one-footed, and that's why when we pair over lads who aren't, like Adam Lallana was very both-footed, and everyone remembers it. Thiago was quite both-footed. Hitch and Baz says, "Why is he playing? That's why." Yes, love it. Absolutely brilliant.
Matuma on Trent. Oh, he's absolutely.
Oh, he's done brilliantly there. Well done, Chetic. Great tackle.
I'll tell you what, second Thomas
stumbling. Ball over the top. Oh, Gakpo misjudged. We've been much better since we've told Gakpo to just go and play wherever he wants to play.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, I don't know whether we've told him that, but he's done that. And we have, like, listen again, he was on that left-hand side, he was drawing Lamptey over, Elliott through the middle. What really impressed me about that goal was Salah. Because I think it would have been very easy to do the thing that he does and put his head down and cut inside and take a shot, but he lifted his head 3 times before he played the pass. Yep. He wasn't thinking about going past the man.
Gakpo would have been the obvious one. You're trying to work that you're forward into it, and to give it to Harvey Elliott, yeah, great. Really, really good.
There's a trust there, isn't there? They've always had like a little bit of a special relationship, them two.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh God, Tuma's a problem, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a good player. He's a really good player. The problem is, I was speaking to
well done, Thiago. No one ahead of them.
Salah's got
to
nowhere
get it
to
to
go.
Elliott.
That's a bad ball. He's got to win it back. He kind of hasn't.
Aye. Oh,
God. Robbo's going to have to do some defending here. Sonny March on that right-hand side. Ball into the box. Oh, fisted away.
What are you doing?
Alisson
It's
Becker.
unusual, isn't it?
Oh, that's lovely.
Wow.
Salah.
He's got to wait for his mates.
Oh, Cody Gakpo. Surely he's been fouled there, referee. Ref says no. Brighton come forward again. They're getting bodies forward. They've got space down that left-hand side. Game Matoma versus Trent. Ball in, headed away by Joe Gomez. Come on, Liverpool, get the pressure on. Seem to be happy for them to just have the ball out wide.
Yeah, that'll do.
I mean, you can dribble all
Shall
you
we
want,
look at
but
the
you're just
stats
going
page
to volley things out
while
of
we're
play.
here, because I think it might surprise you, Liverpool have had 50% of the ball.
Well, okay.
Liverpool have had 7 shots to Brighton's 4. Both sides have had 2 shots on target apiece. Big chances, we've created 2 and missed one of them. They've created 1 big chance and missed one of them. We've created 5 shots inside the box, which is pretty good. Yeah, I'm surprised we've had 7 shots already.
Is that, from looking at the numbers, have our touches inside the box dropped off in recent weeks? Do you know that?
I don't know, to be honest with you now. I mean, come on, man. That's a fucking very niche question.
I know, but it's the
you
kind of
didn't
thing
even know if Solly Marsh fucking had two goals last time out.
He doesn't play for Liverpool, Chris.
That's true, but he played against us and scored 2.
Apparently so. Yeah. Because obviously it's something that's always characterised Liverpool's play is basically having loads more touches in the opposition box than the opponent does. Yeah, I just wondered. Again, it was something I had talked about a lot about Arsenal and how Arsenal absolutely are smashing it in that regard of late. Becky Hale back again with the comment. Get in, love our Elliott. Said he's a great player. Well done. Well called. Cody Gakpo getting us in a little bother. Canate using his strength. Gomez tidying up. Well done. Getting the ball clear.
I thought there might have been an arm in there. I wasn't sure whether it was Canate or the forward, to be honest, but it didn't look good.
Kung Fu Heaven with a heavenly 150 NT dollars. What's that?
What the hell's an NT dollar?
I'd love it regardless.
Oh, do we have guesses? Right.
Taiwanese.
Okay. Was that the answer? Somebody
he says, Paul, hope you got your Motivate t-shirt. Oh, yes. Sorry. Yeah. Love from the Taiwan Reds. I'll be honest. Yeah. So, thank you so much.
We did. We've got them. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we have not all the team together for the photo.
I didn't know they were called Motivate.
He nearly threaded Salah through again and Dunk gets the touch ahead of the Egyptian king. Liverpool, again, it feels like, again, not imperious. Brighton have clearly got some good players. Impervious. But this game doesn't feel like it's totally out of our control. It doesn't feel like it's on a mad knife edge. It feels quite nice so far. Whew. Matoma, though, having a great game. Yeah, so the point I was going to make before, I was speaking to Stuart Darnell about being a winger and like how you go up against your opponent, your game is almost isolated down to it more than any other position, you versus the guy in front of you. And how I said, like, what do you do if you just got a bunch of tricks and you just go one after the other? You try them on the guy in front of you, and basically yes. But like Matoma, by all accounts, has got more tricks in the world than like anyone else. He's like a student of dribbling.
Well, he wrote a thesis on dribbling, didn't he? Like a master's degree or something like it. It's apparently it's all like, it's not on like the dribbling, it's on body weight and centre of gravity and getting them moving one way and you going the other way and stuff like that. I mean, is there any other wingers in the league that have wrote a thesis on dribbling? I mean, can I just shout out Trent bedtime reading? That, if you can get your hands on it, would be nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Can we get the PDF of that for him, please? In fact, we'll do an illustrated edition if it makes it more palatable, whatever it takes. The man knows football. Wow. The self-proclaimed with 279 Canadian dollars. Harvey Elliott is still only 19. That's insane. I think people forget sometimes, don't they, Chris?
He's been around a while, hasn't he?
But again, he missed like all of last season, so it feels like he also feels like he's played more games for us than he has, even though he has been involved every game this season. Brighton have it on that left hand side. That's for so long.
One thing I will say on the 19-year-old, because I think he's had some stick and some of it's deserved and some's a little bit too far, to be honest. There's probably all the players have had this season. Mm-hmm. It's never the 19-year-old's fault if your team's playing badly. It's the experienced players, who've been there for 10 years at the top. It's their fault that your team's playing badly, not the 19-year-old kid, like. 100%. Yeah. And that's not to say he's played well. That's not saying anything about his performance.
I think
and he has it. He
was brilliant at the start of the season as well. It's not like he's been consistently bad. It's just people have short memories and stuff, don't they, in footy. You're right, good players. We have this with a lot of our young players. My issue, I think Liverpool's squad issue, is the young players are just not quite ready to take up the mantle yet with a season or too soon for some of them.
Yeah, it's the no 24-year-olds thing, isn't it, really?
Absolutely. Brighton have got the corner, they've gone short, it's gone to the back post, Trent reads it well, heads it away, shot comes in from Lamptey, deflected it in.
Is that dunk? Oh, God, that was such a lucky deflection. It just sent Alisson completely the wrong way.
It's ridiculous.
I think it was dunk it came off, maybe. Obviously, Lamptey hit the shot, but that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate.
I've been made up of someone who it's just stood miles offside, but I really don't think that's...
No. It was good defending by Trent in the second phase of that, because he had to be a little bit switched on and stuff. We've not been great, but he goes forwards, he comes back, he wins the ball, and it just lands perfectly for Lamptey to lamp it.
Yes, so unlucky.
See, look, Trent there, he's doing well, he's pushing out, he's got his line, gets right in, and then lamped.
It's so unlucky. I don't know what you meant to do with that.
This is the view we want to see. Oh, God, it went through Keita's legs and then hit Dunk and spun round Alisson, who somehow manages to turn around and face the right way. I mean, he does. He gets fucking close. Look at Alisson's body. He's going the other way, and then he still nearly gets a hand to it. Jesus Christ. He's got a punchable face, hasn't he?
Bajcetic, Gakpo, Keita on that wing. Tries to cross it, gets the throw in for Liverpool. Well, Liverpool going to have to knuckle down. Continue doing what they're doing. They've been the better side. So unlucky. Hopefully they've taken encouragement from how the game's gone and that won't deflate them too much. Keita needs options. Gets it. Lovely little give and go. Bajcetic tries to fire it across. Slice clearance. Thiago keeps it alive. Elliott.
And ball.
Oh, that looks like ball. Elliott keeps it alive again. Thiago chasing him behind, headed back. Yeah, calm back to the goalie.
Ay. Yeah, I didn't fancy the super close up on Dunk because he's just standing above the ball, to be honest. So nice one for zooming out for us, lads.
Brighton have it in the back line. It's that final 5 minutes.
Nice time for press.
Yeah. I wonder whether both teams will be reasonably content with just getting it to half time and having a little rethink on stuff here. Brighton coming forward in the back line, looking to play it in behind. Canate, judged it, sliced the clearance, Trent cleans up, goes back to Alisson Becker.
It'd be nice to shit on the seagulls for a change, wouldn't it?
Yes. Yeah, steal their ice creams. Have you ever seen that happen, or has that ever happened to you?
No.
It happened to Charlie when we were at the beach last summer. Fucking hilarious because she's terrified of birds. Watching a seagull swoop down and pinch her ice cream out of her hand, like scariest, funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah.
I always remember me and my brother got new coats when we were kids, like, and I managed to keep mine in the bag, but Ashley wanted to put his on, and as soon as he put it on, a bird shit on it. He'd had it on for 10 minutes. It was brand new. Yeah, glorious.
If you had to guess what football team his brother supports based on that information, I mean, you might guess Liverpool, and right. You wouldn't be far off, but yeah, there is an obvious winner there. Right, Gomez. Oh, nice little play there, Thiago.
Nice.
Scoops it through to Gakpo. Well done. Accelerates away from his man.
Harvey.
Elliott made the run. Harvey Elliott's in behind. Bad touch from Elliott. Oh, unlucky.
He knows it.
He got absolutely cleaned out there. He's gripping his head.
He knows it.
I think, I don't think he knows much of anything at the moment, Chris.
It was a terrible touch. The ball's brilliant by Gakpo. He's dropped in deep. He's gone past his man. He's got Harvey. It might be off, might not be. First touch is brilliant. Second takes it.
He tries to get it.
It was that 1 foot
on his left, yeah.
Wasn't it? We were talking about before. He wants it on that left foot, and Lamptey's so fast.
Yeah, great.
He clears him out. That's not good for young Harvey Elliott.
Encouraging though. Encouraging again. Gakpo dropping deep. He did that thing it's half Thiago, half Fernando Torres, that thing of like you slow him down and then you just go, just take that little quickness over a couple of yards.
I mean, if he can't play on, which it's not looking great right now, you might give it to half time. Yeah, my name's Harvey Elliott. You play for the pool. That's one. Oh, he's tracking him. Yeah, they're looking at concussion here.
Yeah.
Where does it come in? Does it come in late?
Keeper elbow or something?
Oh, yeah.
No, it takes a bum bone to the back of the head.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Can't say I've tried it, but it doesn't look good.
No.
But then again, some things don't look good and can be the opposite.
Bit of whiplash, maybe. He seems all right.
Kung Fu Heaven in the comments saying, hold firm, can still win this one. Come on, you mighty Reds. Let's flock those seagulls.
Nice.
Come on, Liverpool, says Rachel Todd. Just Hannah says Gakpo is playing out of position, in all fairness to him. I suppose so, yeah.
But he's finding space, and that's what it comes down to, isn't it?
Yeah, I think there's an increased bravery with his performance. The more he's playing here, he's dropping into holes and impacting it. It's stuff Bobby Firmino does without.
Oh, well done, Bacetic. Brilliant.
Gakpo's going to come forward. Elliott needs to make it more intelligent.
Oh,
run.
nearly.
It doesn't quite. Thiago's putting the press on. It's going to go back to the goalie. Gakpo's going to chase him down. Oh, nearly got the deflected ball back into the path. Salah.
Hello, Liverpool.
Liverpool all over, giving away the free kick. Good though. This is good from Liverpool. Very good. Brighton again looking to build. Got Lamptey making space down that right-hand side. Was a little behind him. Elliott goes over to cover him. Does well. Thiago is on the front foot. And the ball goes back to the goalie. I keep saying the goalie. I can't remember what it is.
Steele.
Absolutely. Do you reckon he was cheap?
No. I did get a Steele pun in earlier, by the way, but you didn't notice it because you didn't know his name.
Was that something about like Steely performance?
Yeah, and there was balls of steel one as well.
Oh, right. I'm so sorry. A good solid work. Elliott slams that one over the top for Gakpo to chase down. How's your header? That's good. All the way back to the secure, solid hands of Steele. Brighton come forward again, just crossing the halfway line. We are in added time. There will be 2 minutes of additional time. We have 45 seconds of that so far. For Liverpool, I guess the mission will be, given that they're not on the ball, is just to get out of this half unscathed. Kanate reads that through ball and then just...
Which side of the centre-backs is Kanate best at?
Right.
On the right.
I think so. I've not seen enough of him on the left.
It's only when he's paired with Matip, isn't it, really, that he goes on that left-hand side?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I associate forever that right-hand side defender with more of your cover. The guy who does a lot of more of your dirty work, which you know is not Matip. You know, Matip is just something else, isn't he? But yeah, I like Kanate. What about yourself?
I don't know. I wouldn't know what he's better at, to be honest. I think he's got the skill set to do the left-hand side, but he's good with the ball at his feet and he likes to run. He's not as good a passer as Van Dijk, and I think you kind of need to be to play our left.
Yeah. I think Gomez has got... I know Gomez has got the temperament for that left-hand side.
Maybe not the right.
But maybe not. Yeah, but just... Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Yeah,
half-time.
Basically with him there.
Half-time. It is Brighton 1. It is Liverpool 1. I feel it.
My back's sore, to be honest with you. But I'm quite happy. I was thinking about this just when we were wrapping up the first half then. It's not been a thrilling game of football, and that makes me happy because it's been quite controlled in some ways. I think early doors, first sort of 15 minutes, Brighton probably had the best of it. I think we kind of got to grips with it and took the game away from them. I think we've spoken over the last week or so, haven't we, about earning the right to play attacking football. And that, to me, is not just in-game, it's over a period of games. And Liverpool today have got into it, made themselves difficult to break down. Listen, their best chance they probably missed, and probably one of their worst chances they actually scored. Mm-hmm. You know,
what would you, if you were to put the XG on that chance, that's like 0.0 something.
0.05 probably, something like that. I mean, especially with all those bodies in and the goalkeeper being set and everything else. I mean, it's a low chance. We might be able to check that actually later on Infogol if they've got the FA Cup. But Liverpool have worked some really good opportunities. The Harvey Elliott one, there was a good one for Mo Salah from Harvey Elliott. and obviously the goal we scored, of course. So listen, I'm pleased with that performance. It's a hell of a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
I think, no, and you know, I'm lucky. I didn't watch the Brighton game at the time, so I've not watched the full 90 minutes, so I'm not as tainted by it. But I think we've been sound. You know, I think we've been, I say, controlled. I think I've seen great combativeness, yes, from Bajcetic, from Thiago, from Keita. I think, you know, Trent's having a tough afternoon against Matomo, but what we're doing, Chris, is we're not leaving him high and dry against them. Keita's getting back in there to help Thiago, Bajcetic. You know, they're aware of, you can put anyone at right back. That lad's going to give people problems because he's a very, very good dribbler. It's as simple as that. So handling that okay. And we're causing problems going the other way. Yeah, I think Elliott is the one who's drawn the most criticism, as we saw in the comments leading up to the goal, because I don't think he was having a very good game. But he's getting more and more involved, and I think, and again, Gakpo looks like it's kind of clicked what he's allowed to do. And a couple of times wherever Gakpo's actually properly dropped deep, our best moments of play have come from it. Either him creating something, as we saw when he had that run towards goal. Himself from deep. There was one where, again, it built up to Harvey Elliott. Chance comes from Gakpo dropping into the left back position.
Salah one where he plays a nice ball through to Salah and stuff. And that's it. They're actually, from the comments that I've seen so far, it's Gakpo and Elliott are the two that have had both a lot of negative on there. But I think Gakpo's been an encouraging performance for me. I wouldn't say he set the world alight per se. But there's definitely, I think this has been one of his better performances for us. That's maybe the best performance so far, because he seems to have found the role in the side, and it seems to work with the midfield three that we've got. Seems to work with Salah on the right, and Elliott's looking all right on the left-hand side. I mean, he's played him through once, so yeah, pretty good from Gakpo. I'm quite encouraged that, you know, he's not been bullied like he was against Chelsea. There is times when I think Max has just said, you know, he doesn't have he's not quick enough in the press. We're not playing a high press. We're picking our moments. We're playing a mid-block this time, and sometimes it's come out a little bit further because they...
Just for people who aren't familiar with this.
So basically what happens, if you're playing the high press, you're engaging really high up the pitch. In a mid-block, you don't engage straight away. We're not trying to win the ball back. Pep Guardiola's 7 seconds. You know, we're just sitting back, basically middle of the pitch, halfway line, putting a row of 4 and a 5 and a 1, essentially, which is why you've seen Gakpo ahead of the 5 so often on his own. Mm-hmm. And Mo might not be a true part of that 5, and he generally isn't. He's sort of setting the edge. He's saying, you can't go around me over here. Gakpo's going to be the one to engage. And if Gakpo goes, it's the job of the others to then join in the press. If he sees maybe someone miscontrol something, or a poor pass, or it landing on the left foot of a defender who's right-footed, these are the pressing triggers that Liverpool have historically used. So we're not engaging really out the pitch. What that means is there's no space between the strikers and the defenders. Isn't 40 yards of space, as it is sometimes. We're keeping that space maybe a bit 20, 30 yards, 25 yards, something like that. So we're just setting it and saying, you can't play through it, but when you get here, we are now going to press you.
Interesting stuff. What I think you're seeing, and what's great about what Gakpo's starting to do in that number 9, and we talk about him Firmino-esque, is that it's great to drop in, but then someone's got to occupy that vacated space. And I think you can see from Elliott and Salah, they've both been very keen to make those runs as well, which is very much what you need to do. But it changes our attacking dynamic, because I want to see Cody there. I want to see him having a run at people, trying to change the angle of what we're doing. They've grown accustomed to Thiago's positioning and maybe a bit of Keita and Elliott. If Gakpo all of a sudden is cropping up 30 yards deeper, and, you know, tackling from the wrong side, it's a very Firmino aspect. It's a very Lallana thing used to do as well. But Jurgen Klopp loves that. They're looking one way, they're looking down the pitch, and all of a sudden your opponent comes around and nicks the ball around. Yeah, that was a good aspect again of what Cody Gakpo was doing, and it's going to make us much more hard to play against. We've had some super chats. Let's get through a few of them. RYSWA says, saw Steve in a Twitter spat this week, sending him nothing but love from Chester up the Reds. YNWA. Yeah, I think everyone has been involved. I think every single human being has been involved in a Twitter spat this week. Honestly, I've never seen the likes of it. It's been coming for ages, but it genuinely felt like social media's been an open warfare.
The dam broke this week, didn't it?
Huge,
big time,
huge way.
It's been on the edge, but full breakdown in Twitter.
Yes. Hitch and Baz with $8.99. Baz, thank you so much. We're looking solid, but I feel we're too narrow. We're playing down the wing. They're playing down the wings too easily. Happy for Elliott. Hope that silences the haters. Looking forward to the second half. Come on, you Reds. Yeah, but I understand why we're doing that, Chris, and that actually is typified of how classic Liverpool do it. You don't want you try to keep your back four as compact as possible. You try to make sure you're hard to play through the middle, and then what you're doing is you're hopefully leaving them with a situation where they're crossing balls in, and then you trust in Canate and Gomez to deal with those situations, and they have actually dealt with those really well, I think, so far. Apart from that one where Gomez gets isolated when we're caught on the counter.
And Robbo's high up the field, isn't he? And then Solly March runs in, plays a great ball across, and great defending by Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah, exactly. But I get that to some extent, but I think the argument always is your opponent's going to have the ball somewhere. Mm-hmm. Your aim is to dictate where they play.
Yes. That's exactly spot on, Paul. I mean, you want to let them know where they can and can't have the ball. And it's when they've got the ball where you don't want it that you're in trouble. When they've got the ball where you want it, that's when you can start setting your traps for them and stuff like that and try and win the ball back. And Liverpool, I think, for the first 15 minutes struggled with that. But the last half an hour of that half, we got a handle on where they were going to try and play and how we could force them away from there. Matuma in that first 15 minutes was much better than maybe the next half an hour. That's not to say that he didn't have the ball at all. He's still a dangerous player. That first 15 minutes, he was in a lot of space. The second lot, we had numbers around him and were just about able to deal with it because we had Keita there, or Bajcetic would come across and help Trent Alexander-Arnold and stuff. So yeah, it's a really good performance from Liverpool so far, especially from the starting point of where we were 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, did you get the?
No,
you didn't have the
FA Cup. No, they don't have the FA Cup stuff, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it's. I think I've seen a bit of debate in the Club Legend chat. Really, people saying really should have been 1-0 to us, bar a seriously lucky moment at Simply Darwin. Quadbot saying should be 2. Mo should have buried his chance. And I think that's
Elliott had a really good chance, but don't forget their one that Trent saved off the line.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's been reasonably close. I think both teams are kind of. What I think is the night and day difference from the Brighton game last time out is, you've been keen to bang this drum, is that Liverpool just had none of the game. Brighton had it all their way effectively, and that's the encouraging thing for me. It reminds me a bit of the difference between the first Wolves game and the second Wolves game, where it's all well and Liverpool aren't thrilling. This is not vintage Liverpool dominating, battering aside, but you've got to make steps in the right direction. I said this on the podcast. We've got to turn defeats into draws first, and then you turn draws into wins. And this is kind of that point of you don't go from being absolutely second best in all departments against the football team, stylistically, energetically, in all aspects, and then completely flip it round the other way. This is what we're hoping for. We want Liverpool to be tough. We want them to be hard to play against, and then hopefully trust the good players to do the good things. And in that regard, I do feel like we've been the better team here. Yeah, hopefully we just do more of the same.
It's been close, but I think we probably deserve to go in just slightly ahead. One of the things, there was an interesting chat developing in the comments section there about Gakpo, and again, I would just like to maybe phrase it like this: if you think Gakpo's performance wasn't the best, if Mo Salah had buried the chance that was on a plate for him, and if Harvey Elliott puts the chance away that Gakpo put on a plate for him, he walks out of there with 2 assists. And how do you feel about his game? Because he doesn't score, but this is the problem with assist stats, isn't it? It's you are reliant on the other person doing their part of the job to tell us whether you've had a good game if you're a creator. When actually he's put 2 on a plate for his 2 forward partners.
Yeah.
And now doesn't have any assists to his name. Did he play any worse or better for that? None whatsoever.
Yeah, it was. Someone was making this point about Trent Alexander-Arnold this season. It was Cyberundish was doing about like the big chances created and all that kind of stuff for Trent, and people are focusing on he's got 1 assist, whereas in reality he's put on more if not the similar amount of chances and big chances to compare to normal. But if your lads aren't putting them away, it is what it is, and it's why assist stats are so. are so unreliable in terms of telling you what you need to know about stuff. I mean, to the point, Tarek Lamptey's probably got an assist.
He might have a goal.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the point. One or the other, either him or Dunk have got one of them's got a goal, and one of them's probably got an assist in this game so far. And yeah, it kind of is what it is. But we just need to win this, and I feel like stylistically how we're approaching this game, I think, is sound. It's a good, solid basis. It feels like it's a platform for how to win football matches.
It does.
So more of that. Scott Hawks. Gakpo, a young kid with no time to settle in a disrupted team, playing badly, who has played in various positions and is now asked to do his best Bobby impression. Give him a break. Folks in chat call him a flop is ridiculous. I know, but there's loads of there's loads of children in here, and also there's loads of fans of other football teams who are loving the fact that Gakpo didn't sign for United, and United are doing really well, etc., etc. Thank you so much to the Infiltrator 101 for the super chat, much appreciated. You got something?
No, we need to go to an ad break.
Oh, let's do it. Brief ad break from us where we go and have a piss, basically. We shall return. See you in a bit. Bye.
Back in the day, everybody got chances. You know, that was following in the likes of, Chris Lawler, Jerry Byrne, Tommy Smith. You know, there was a core, Cali. So I was following in a good core. So it was a great time, and it really was. Being a local lad, trying to make your way.
When you become a certain age through the academy, you get tickets to go to the game. So all the European nights, you'd go religiously to learn how the first team would play, and the atmosphere was always special. I do remember, the flags up in the Kop, that as you walk out, you do see them, and the "You Never Walk Alone" song is it's just a special song in it. Like whenever you do it as you're walking out, but I know Sammy Lee used to play it before in the dressing room before we went out as well.
I was always fascinated by, Roy Evans and Ronnie Moran, who were there at the time when I broke into the team, that what they'd been through with Bill Shankly and Bob Paisley, and what they'd seen in terms of, league titles and European Cups, and, just listening to them, the words of wisdom that they'd come out with. And I think I was lucky to get that little bit of Shankly, if you like, and, the old boot room.
Now, I think Liverpool as a football club are really benefiting from having a good relationship with the first team and the academy. But for us, we were on different sites. We were in Kirkby, the first team were at Melwood, which obviously that brings its own challenges, that distance. But there was a clash between Stevie Highway at the top of the academy and sort of Gerard Houllier, the first team manager, which it was harder for us to get that chance to go down and train.
I came there and I took over from the best goalkeeper in the world. And I thought, wow, Bob Paisley must have seen something in me playing for Crewe Alexander. But he only came to watch me in a warm-up, 20 minutes with an umbrella. And then I signed.
I can remember Benfica in the European Cup. I can remember sitting on the bench. I'll be honest with you here. Even though I was kind of champing at the bit and wanting to play, the atmosphere that night and the hostility we experienced as a team, even on the way in, I remember thinking, I don't think I'm ready for this yet.
A brand new 6-part series. Friday, 5 p.m.
Hello everyone, welcome back. It is 1-1 with Brighton. Second half is due to kick off in under, about 30 seconds time, something like that. I'm Chris Pajak, that is Paul Machin. We have emptied our systems and we're ready to go.
Paul Machin. Yes, hi everyone. Liverpool, very much the team in charge of the football match at Brighton. Certainly night and day performance from the last outing at the Amex Stadium. Fingers crossed Liverpool can pull it back. I was just talking to Dan at half-time there, Chris, and I mentioned this the other week about how there's a fine line between you're crap and it's all about to fall apart, or you're just being a little unlucky and you're about to get better, and you can't know until the stuff that kind of follows on. This feels like, I think,
change for Brighton.
Some people might look at this and go, it's 1-1, Liverpool, Brighton, ha ha ha, Liverpool shit, blah blah blah. It doesn't feel like that kind of performance. Mm-hmm. That goal feels like what it was a bit of a freak moment that you can't substantiate. In reality, Liverpool have had a good control of the game. This 45 coming will kind of either confirm or deny that, I guess.
Yeah, it will do, of course. It will do. Sorry, I was just quite interested in the change there. Has Veltman come on? He's a centre half, isn't he?
Is also that right? Don't know that. Did they go on to... don't know. Who came off?
I no idea. I got no clue. I feel very much like...
Blind. We're blind. Dan, who's he come on for?
Was it Webster?
Well done, Joe. Got on.
Welbeck. Any idea, anyone?
Okay, never mind.
We're terrible.
Brighton attacking with pace down that right-hand side. Give and go from Tarek Lamptey. Well cut out from Joe Gomez. For Webster. Okay, so there you go.
Hey, there you go. It's just come up. I said that, I guess that.
Well done. Well done, you.
Get on me.
How's your second tier? 0 calorie cola drink?
Listen, if I'm going to drink my calories, it's going to be alcoholic. That's all I'll say. I put up with Coke Zero.
I know. I'm well past the point of drinking normal fizzy drinks. It's a complete waste of fucking time.
I tell you what, though.
Calories.
If I'm having a fucking brandy or a rum, it's got to be full fat Coke. I can't have Coke Zero in them. Like,
really?
I have got 6 cans of full fat Coke and ours for when the need arises.
There you go. Solid. Man's got taste.
What's your favourite cocktail?
Matoma, White Russian.
Oh, that's a great shout. Remember the dirty Russians we used to drink as well, the ones with the Coke and the milk?
No.
I do. They're like surprisingly nice.
I'd like to have my stomach curdling vomit, please.
Yeah,
there you go.
That is a problem. Mine's probably the least cocktail you could have as a favourite. No, it's a Cuba Libre, which is just rum, Coke and lime.
Okay, so
basically just a rum and Coke, and you've thrown £5 on top by you calling it its nice name.
Okay, sweet.
It's not very nice. Is it cheap? I wonder if it's cheaper to actually just order it as a rum and Coke.
Almost certainly, mate. Can I have some lime as well while you're there?
Yeah.
Chuck a lime in there for
Squeeze
us.
that. Don't just put it in. I want it to fucking...
You muddle it.
For want of a better or a real word, I want it squozen.
That's it. Oh. Free kick to Liverpool, apparently. Thiago takes it.
Our kid likes it dark and stormy, which has been Liverpool Twitter this week. Handball.
I mean, he was pushed, to be fair.
Right, and attacking. Whip the ball in. Oh dear, back stick, Trent.
Back stick defending. It does just enough. And it will go out for a goal kick to Liverpool.
I feel like my chair's fallen down significantly.
Yeah, it looks like it's... Every single piece of furniture that you come into contact with this building.
The arms, they're flying around. You might be saying something about the weight.
No, it's not your weight. I think it's how you use it.
Right, there we go. We're back, baby.
You're a heavy sitter down.
I am. I'm a pain in the ass. I'm clumsy as fuck and I'm heavy.
There's stood down and then the quickest way one can possibly get to being sat down.
Lift your feet off the floor. That's what I normally do.
Ramadan says my favourite cocktail is 2 pints of Stella.
That's just a large Stella.
Yeah. Commendable. Again, I cannot touch that stuff.
No, I like it on draft. I hate it in bottles.
I can't. The taste of it knocks me sick on draft. I drank too much of it in the youth.
It's not the same anymore. That was 5.2. This is 4.6 now. Stella in it, or 4.8.
Yeah.
Because the taxes, they fucked around with the tax on all the high alcohol beers. So the high alcohol beers, well, we'll just go under the fucking tax threshold. Thank you.
Right, Liverpool need to do some defending here. Brighton attacking down on the
left side of the game. If you came for tax things on beer, then you're in the right spot.
Arte is all over the place. Gakpo tracks back, gives away the free
That was
kick.
very Lallana, that. He even did the little jump. Yeah, it does. He left his legs in there. It's a dangerous place for a free kick, actually.
There's a little way with Gakpo. I don't think he was particularly enamoured with the referee's decision to award the free kick, but it was. So yeah, it's 30-ish.
Dunk putting the ball down.
Yeah. Same. Yeah, about maybe
he is
about
smashing the shit out of that. If it's Lewis Dunk.
McAllister over it as well.
Who's putting the ball down now? The last touch is the fella who kicks it. We know this.
You're right. Oh, that fucking does my head in. We don't need to see Alisson putting his hand in the air. We can see that on the fucking wide. Oh, ITV, lad, they're the fucking worst. Great, it's him. Where's the ball? I know, like, honestly, you've got fucking Steven Spielberg directing the fucking match, like, you know what I mean? Jesus Christ. The story is the football. Right, free kick. Dunk has put it down. It is going to be him because there's no one else anywhere near it, unless he does play a really cheeky like roll over to the left here. He's going to try and hit it with the laces. Goes up and down.
Oh, he played it to the side foot, I think.
He did like the knuckleball thing.
Yeah,
didn't he?
but the side foot version, and it dipped. Or maybe it was laces. I'm not sure now. Oh, it fucking dipped that, didn't it?
Yeah, dipped. It was still shit.
The dip from Dunk.
Dip.
The dip and Dunk.
Dip. Dog shit. Right.
Dog shit.
Sound. Drop a like on the stream, by the way, if you haven't done so. If you want Liverpool to win it, we need to get some likes in there. We need 1,000 at least. We're looking to play out from the back. Trent Keita does well there.
Look at Canate.
Ibu Canate tearing down the right wing there.
Wow.
That'll be Keita. Oh, I thought he's holding his hamstring, but no, he's okay. He's got to check every body part after each collision. It's like that.
It's like me looking for me fucking keys in an airport.
Okay, yeah, sound.
Where's my passport? Fuck me.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Hey, come on, Matuma. You bad meth.
Trent over to Gomez. Let's have trying to overlap.
Through the middle as well.
Keita again. Look, Cody Gakpo. That's a heavy touch. Needed to be committed. I mean, at least he was in the second one, but Brighton come away. Canate and Keita need to do some defending here. Ball played over the top. Gomez tracks it. Well done. And Alisson will claim it on the edge of the box. Quickly bowled out to Robertson. Not seen Robbo really at all in this game, have we?
No, he's playing within himself.
Ball round the back line and well claimed by Steele. Brighton again have it in the back line. Feels like Liverpool just need to spend 5 or 10 minutes just again building themselves back into this game. See if we can let Brighton get on the ball, catch them out. Steele plays it to Dunk.
What's just happened to the screen in front
I don't know,
of
keeps
us?
doing that.
Face up.
Face up, good shout. Canate past the goalie. Trent turns his man and comes away with it. He hasn't really got the pace to do much more.
Oh, Naby went the wrong way.
Oh,
Trent, where you going, lad?
Nope, that's not where you carry on running. Trent, back you go. Okie dokie, back with the Brighton goalie one more time. I expect we'll see a little bit more of that. No.
Nope. Back with the Brighton goalie.
Brighton struggling to get out. Liverpool doing well just to shut the avenues. Steele has to float that one long. They have beaten the press with that one. Naby really needs to get back in. Look at him in full stride there. Good to see committed positional play there from Naby.
Never really seen anyone run like Naby Keita. He's like he's swimming as well, isn't he? Like, you know what I mean? Like fucking his arms come pure in. Like, come on, dragging air back and forwards.
It's almost offside there. Back doing well on the press there. Canate sends that one long into the channel. Keita's not going to win that. Thiago does well. Oh, sloppy, but just needs a little bit of sharpness here. So I mean, just five minutes. We don't need to try and kill it. We don't need to kill this game off with every touch here. Just absorb them a bit more. Well done, Harvey Elliott. Good defended. Thiago. Oh, what a twat of a pass from Thiago. It is a throw into Brighton.
I don't know whether Thiago's playing more risky balls recently, but he seems to be losing the ball a lot more than in recent times.
I think there's a degree to it. It's like you don't play your own game. You know, play the game that you be playing when you're on top, and it inspires confidence in everyone around you.
Oh God, that's brilliant material.
Matoma's gone to the byline. Alisson's done just about enough for now, but it's not clear. It's on the volley and it's over the bar.
Matuma just made Trent think he was cutting inside and just went round the outside. Look, I mean, that's frightening pace from the off, that, isn't it?
Yeah, he's so good.
I can't imagine he'll be there next year, you know. No. I can imagine he'd be at us.
He's the next.
If he didn't play left wing, he'd be at us.
The next 75 to 80 million pound player that everyone's going to kick off at price of. Alisson takes the goal kick. Liverpool under even more high pressure there from Brighton. Again, Gakpo's the one who drops
We just
in.
can't get out at the moment, can we? Their pressure's brilliant. You know exactly what we want to do. They know exactly how to stop it, and they're forcing us wide. I mean, it's been all Brighton this last 10 minutes.
They've gone up a gear there in terms of how they were putting that press on as well. It's like we had found our way around it, but it feels like, I don't know if they've had an extra man or just gone a bit more aggressive. But you're right. Really struggling to get out. Another throw in for Liverpool.
Here we go.
Nice.
Robbo's going and joining the attack.
Yeah, that's it. Keep going. Gakpo needs to make an intelligent run now.
Trent as well.
Can he switch? Oh, Robbo couldn't get the cross in. Blocked. Picks it up on that left-hand side.
Bit of pace, come on, quickly. Just let more men get back.
Keita, it's a bit better. Needs to be clever this one now. Trent's got space, but he needs support. Keita gives him it. Elliott's peeled off centrally. He's going to run towards the box. Well done. Keita, Trent. Trent's going to whip that one into the head. Salah! Gakpo and Salah both went for the same ball.
I think Salah might have thought Gakpo was going to run across and head it because he was in a better position for the header. And then does he just hit him on the chest in the end? Or maybe he thinks he's off. I don't know.
Both just getting each other's way there.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what was nice about that move.
Gakpo pulls out, doesn't he?
Yeah. What was nice is that Harvey Elliott joined the right-hand side and gave us an overload. Darwin Núñez and Oxlade-Chamberlain, it looks like.
And
both
Milner was that?
Who was the other guy? I'm not sure. Was it Milner?
I just saw the thick white milky thighs.
It wasn't me.
Process of elimination, Chris. Occam's
Me
razor.
or Milner.
If you eliminate every likely possibility.
I mean, it could have been Hendo.
Yeah, entirely possible.
It was Milner, well done.
But
he did that just from his thighs. That's brilliant.
He's the stockiest man on earth, isn't he? Come on. Definitely wasn't Jordan Henderson.
How would you describe his thighs?
Tattooed.
Okay, good point. Well presented. I shall stop with the slide.
Well done, Kanate. Again, winning his battle with Matoma. Throw into Brighton, though. I'd love us to smash and grab this one. What are you doing with these subs here?
Oh, right. So who are we saying here? We've got Milner.
Milner for Trent.
Jesus Christ. I think he might put Milner on at DM. It's got to be Milner for Trent, hasn't it? You'd think.
He's not really offering. We've seen a couple of brilliant.
He's having a struggle with Matuma.
Yeah.
He's probably Darwin for Elliott. Hendo for Keita.
Trent off, Milner on. And it's whether it's Gakpo or Elliott, really, I guess, isn't it? And then Hendo as well. For that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hendo for Keita, I think he'll go, and I think he'll take Elliott off for Darwin.
Trent will be a bit annoyed with that.
Well, yeah, so.
But I wonder whether there's a little shift here where Milner becomes the defensive right back and Robbo gets told to go and bomb on the other side of it now.
Shout, that, mate.
Darwin, as you say, coming on. Keita is coming off. He takes the armband off Robbo. He's going to go and hand it over to Jordan Henderson, of course.
This is the interesting one.
Elliott, yeah. Elliott and Keita. So, yeah, double midfield. Well, not actually, I'm talking shy because Elliott's been playing in the front today. Now, whether Darwin goes to the left-hand side will be the other question. I would imagine he would.
I'd like to see him on the left, to be honest with you, because I think the way that they've been pressing us high, he's an outball over the top.
Yep. We've tried it with Salah a few times, haven't we, in the first half, and had actually decent success in that. There was probably 3 or 4 times when he got onto the ball in and around the corner of their penalty area, but he's not done that at all. We've not been able to do that at all this half.
Right, well, Gakpo's more central than Darwin at the moment. Although,
unless there's a weird split 9-10.
They were planned subs though, weren't they? 60 minutes, pretty much. You'd guess they were planned.
Yeah, definitely.
And look at Robbo, straight up there, left-hand side.
Kieran Horse's page, apparently the back four we played in the European Cup final only played once this season.
What a ball!
Salah's in! Come on, Mo, can you pick out? Oh, good goalkeeper. Gakpo's fighting. Oh, it's bitty in the box.
What a ball by Milner. And he's still there, available for the throw-in. North.
South.
No, it's north.
Oh, it's north now. Okay, south.
If the star is above the goal,
but I don't think you understand how
compass
compass points work. You did Duke of Edinburgh, Chris. Come on.
only bronze.
Good battle in there from Liverpool. They've won the throw-in. Mo holds his arms out.
Look at this for a ball, mate.
Yeah, hell of a ball. Did the right thing. Tries to go around the goalkeeper, but he cuts it back. He's got no momentum, the power he's got to generate there to try and get it to Darwin. Would have been a tough one. And yeah, the goalkeeper managed to cut it out. Milner goes back to Alisson.
What a free signing he's been.
Yeah, the best of all time, I'd say. I know people were making that case for Matip last year, which I think is a strong one too. But
yeah, just for everything you think he's done around the club as well, isn't it? You know, his temperament, his leadership. Well, that's where he edges it on Matip for me.
He's come in and won every trophy.
Yeah, and as a fella who won the league and stuff as well.
Yeah,
prior to coming here.
We're trying to get Brighton on the back foot. Jordan Henderson,
energetic
pressure. Thiago's on there. This is where we need to be careful because you've got it wrong.
Oh!
And Canate goes to ground.
And I think this is probably part of the problem that we've had with Jordan in the midfield. I think sometimes he's trying to prove that he's got the legs and he ends up out of position because of that. He's like, no, I've got to tear forwards. I've got the legs to do this, lads. And then it's like, big hole behind you though, mate. There's a time and a place.
And you're dragging people along with you as well, because if Jordan's pressing, I've got to press. And we just overcommitted to that one there. And it left Karate having to do something a bit too physical.
God, he's so calm, mate.
Gakpo does really well. Come on, Cody.
Go on.
Oh, look at the pace. I think he was slow. Anyway, he's getting dragged back.
Come on,
yellow card.
Yellow card.
Surely for Dunk. Got to be, and it is.
Brilliant that by Gakpo.
Yeah.
2 people out the game and just went for it.
Yeah, that's absolutely excellent. Everything's been good at this game. Using his strength the right way. You don't need to use it back to goal. Come deep, roll your men, and then carry it forward. That's just so cynical.
He's fuming there, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. But again, good strength, good pace from Gakpo. Changing the scenario for Liverpool on attack, they're really good. And before it, Bajcetic, absolutely brilliant.
Oh yeah, he's just so fucking calm for an 18-year-old kid. So for me to perceive him with that much time and space is mental.
Yeah.
Milner free kick.
Back post.
Was he
penalty
pulled
was
down?
dragged to the ground there.
Oh, well done,
Bajcetic
dived on
probably giving away
Matuma.
the free kick. Yeah.
You brewing there, Dan? Oh, can I have a brew, please, mate?
Please too. Thank you. Thanks, Dan. We're only on 649 likes.
Well,
Apparently, that's why it's 1-1. If you don't want Liverpool to win, then don't like the video. But if you want Liverpool to get the win here and go through to the next round, then you're gonna need to drop a like. 2,000 odd people. You can make that happen. Goalkeeper Steele sends it long, looking for Matoma. It's going to be his first chance to have a really go with James Milner.
That was Billy Gilmore, wasn't it?
Kicks him. What?
Was that Billy Gilmore about to come on for them?
Was it?
I think so.
The FA Cup superstar.
And what year?
Comes Dunk. COVID year, wasn't it? Ugh. Our last game of football before the pandemic.
There you go.
Oh, Brighton have got to act well here. Come on, Liverpool. Managed to get out of it again. And Lamptey can really stretch Liverpool now down that right-hand side. But Bajcetic needs to be careful.
Oh,
well
good
done.
play.
Him and Robertson combining to cut it out.
You
Robertson.
called it, though. He had to be careful and he just let his body just almost knock him out of play.
Yeah. Canate,
Oh,
great
that's
switch.
cool.
That left wing is the first chance for Darwin Núñez to get on the ball.
This is where he needs to improve.
Núñez, Henderson, Thiago, Robertson, Thiago. Oh, Still Robertson. Oh, unlucky.
I mean, it's
Better
great football, but I'm not sure we want Robertson back to goal 7 yards out.
At least he's not
I've
shooting.
seen him.
At least he's not shooting.
Well, I was going to say, I've seen him facing the goal and he's terrible, so back to goal. It's a great play by Robbo, you know.
Yeah.
Great, good football, actually. I hear the surprise in my voice.
That's been our best. That's pretty much our best spell of this game, of this half, I should say, so far. Apart from the Salah half chance. Okay, Brighton once again building from the back. Liverpool doing well just to shut off the avenues. Dunk has to stretch to keep control of the ball. He's going to go square once again to Veltman. Veltman's looking up, needs a pass, goes through the lines, well cut out Cody Gakpo, Bajcetic. Canate now. What have you got, mate? Henderson, back to Bajcetic.
No, let's just bomb forwards there.
Yeah.
And Hendo dropping straight in. That's good.
Yeah, needs a pass. Well done. Little drop of the shoulder from Jordan Henderson. He might not have written a thesis on dribbling, but he has been on skill school. Is Salah. Salah's got Thiago on the edge. Ah, no. Milner, well done, James Milner. Physical tackle. Referee's going to give a free kick. And probably book him. Oh, well done, ref. Someone asking Daniel Taylor, asking, does it go to a replay if it's a draw? It does. Yes. Danny Welbeck is off. And you're right, Chris, well spotted. Billy Gilmore, the kid who was man of the match for Chelsea against Liverpool in the RFA Cup defeat to them in the COVID season, is on the pitch. That will be a story that I'm certain ITV will be wanking themselves to death over right now. They'll just be doing a bit of edging probably at the moment now. Ali McCoy's doing some JOI.
What's that?
We did learn what was the
I have no idea. I can't
CI.
remember what's that mean?
Saskia taught us that one. Right. Brighton built it forward.
Oh,
well done, Cody Gakpo. Come on, Mo.
Oh. Is that?
No. Carry on. As you were. Lots of shouts for Gakpo to play left and Darwin play central. I think Gakpo's having a good game, I think.
Yeah, he's linking everything well. And, you know, Salah's had opportunities, Elliott's had opportunities. And that's what the false nine is supposed to do.
Just need to work Darwin in now. And here he is on the ball. Static, though, not where we want him. Bajcetic gets it back off Robertson. He looks up. He's going to float one in, looking for the run of Salah. Henderson gets the second ball. Come on, Liverpool, win this one. Bajcetic gets up, does well. Milner now. Still Milner.
Oh, that's a touch.
Still Milner. Crosses, headed away,
what
corner.
A touch by Gakpo. Did you see that?
Brilliant.
He should not have been able to take that under. I mean, it's great football again, and we're playing off Gakpo.
Yeah. Well done, James Milner. Yeah, great link-up play. Did the right thing. It was going to be a tough ask to get a goal from there, but Milner playing the
and
role.
We've moved territorially. We've just gone 30 yards closer to their goal, or north.
South. South from the first half, north from this half. Come on.
The North Star is always above the goal that we are attacking.
Milner corner, near side of your picture, outswinger, heart of the box, headed by Darwin Núñez.
Oh!
Mo Salah,
still in.
Arms up for offside. He is offside.
Okay.
Yeah, free kick to Brighton.
It was still in.
James Adams, Gakpo's long legs. I like having Matip up top. Yeah. He's been getting better and better as the game's gone on, Gakpo. Really enjoying it. Come on, Liverpool. Steps. 21 minutes left to play. Backward steal in the Brighton penalty area. Goes to Dunk. They're looking to play it out. Liverpool looking to stifle what they do here. It's come back to the goalie again.
He's got to go long now.
He's got to. He's not. He's gone short. Well charged down Darwin Núñez. It is a goal kick, but
no, that's exactly what we were trying to do, isn't it?
Yeah. Núñez. We always talk about this, don't we? About when you know Liverpool's press is working well, is when you're just causing them to do daft things at the back. And you're right, Steele, up until this point, you just float that over the fullback. you float that over to your fullback, but we clearly had that blocked as well.
Well, yeah,
so he's had to go short.
There was one ball in, and it was into the centre midfielder, and as Steele looked at it, Darwin Núñez skipped to the right and opened up the pass to the fullback instead. So we blocked off the more dangerous one, because if he gets that to midfielder, he can turn, and our midfield's out of the game. So yeah, great play by Núñez, actually.
Brighton struggling to get out of their half. It's a good little ball.
There you go, that's fine.
Yeah,
Gomez gave him a little push.
And Joe Gomez can go and gather the ball in our half. Let's have a shot. This time, looking for Salah, who's central this time around. Into the channel from the Tomo. He swapped up. Oh, it's a good ball.
Fucking hell. He's hit that.
Alisson Becker.
I think, did it come off the fella's head once more before it went wide? Like, I genuinely think it hit Alisson and then the fella's head.
That could have hit anyone any number of times there. I've got no idea.
It's a great ball. Look at that.
It's a fabulous ball. Liverpool just couldn't quite get there.
In your face.
Outside of the boot cross. Alisson gets himself there. Comes off him. Yeah. Go on, let's go for it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're attacking. We need to cut this momentum
out.
out.
Pass it to Paul, mate. It's fine. Thank you.
It's a cross in, headed away.
Oh, indeed.
Oh, deflected again. Oh. Milner heads away, but not away. When is away, not away. When Liverpool are fucking clearing set pieces and crosses. Henderson gets up, well done. Salah's back. Come on, Salah, can we find that pass? That one pass.
Go on.
Go on, Darwin. Oh, that's a fucking twat of a ball.
It was a twat of a ball.
Salah gets taken out free kick. Well done. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you very much, Dan. Much appreciated, mate. Cheers. Hey.
That is a full cup of coffee. Dan's obviously keen to do the washing up. That just needed...
Núñez, mate. It was Núñez. It broke down there, didn't it?
Yeah, it's what
a good defender by Liverpool.
Yes.
Body's back.
Trying to play down Núñez in, forcing it too much.
I tell you what, Núñez Lamptey's a fucking foot race you want to see. Oh, that was brilliant. Okay, I'm sorry. I did push him over. Is Núñez going for something there on his top lip?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. When he hits puberty, that is going to come in. The fucking reckless abandon that. And put up on it back, well done. Here we go. Núñez down that left-hand side. What can he do? Cuts inside, brilliant. And one more. And again. Oh, no! You fucking idiots. Just fucking shoot or pass it properly. Try to... He's just swatted the ball in nowhere near Cody Gakpo. I love him. He's great, but he's so entertaining, but he's so frustrating. God, Trent's face like thunder on the bench there.
He didn't even put his coat on.
Dickie read Dan doing a Principal Skinner and nipping out to Starbucks. Yeah, he's got some steamed hams on the way as well. Milner. Henderson just tries to turn it inside.
It's blind. It's a blind pass though from Hendo. Yeah, it's stupid.
Salah just, I don't know. Salah's anticipation, I think, has been quite poor today.
I mean, yeah, you don't anticipate blind passes.
I'm not saying that's the perfect example, but also you've got to be ahead of your man in them situations because
90% of the time, though, with Endo, we just twat it into the space for Salah to run onto.
Yeah, I suppose. Robertson.
Oh, he's going. He is going.
He's using his strength up against Lamptey's done well to get back in, cuts it back inside. Thiago. Oh, the ball was great. It was just cut out. Henderson wins it. Gives away a throw in. Liverpool. Look, 15 minutes to go, Chris. The one thing as well I'm glad about is that we're keeping the energy levels up. We're keeping the physicality up. Elliot with the big ice pack on his head there from his knock earlier on.
Like, they must have fucking ice machines in
Yeah.
the fucking
They just
changes.
said to
for
the
them and that,
concession
wasn't
stand
they,
to
like, you know
go,
what I mean? No, they shut at that time.
Big cup of ice, please, mate. No spare glasses. Oh, well done, Thiago. Bajcetic now. Thiago takes it off his toes, but that's probably fine. Henderson, Bajcetic. Looks for Milner. Milner's in all kinds of trouble there, and we're going to get caught out if he's not careful. Well done, James Milner. Now, Salah does anticipate. That's a ridiculous pass. I'm asking him to play 40 yards outside of the boots. Diagonal ball there. Tricky. Anyway, Gakpo's on the left now. Robertson overlap, gets to the byline, powers it across.
Oh, it's a good play
Good
again. Good
goalkeeping.
link up with Gakpo.
Steele has it in his strong grip. Pulled out there. Balls it out, Brighton again, building from the ground, from the back. What are they going to try and do this time? Liverpool not overcommitting here, Chris? Not throwing themselves in. Bajcetic reads that brilliantly. Well done. Salah, Bajcetic, Salah, Henderson, Thiago. Going the wrong way.
Great football if we're supposed to be going that way.
For attacking the other goal, that was absolutely tremendous.
It was magic, wasn't it? The speed with which we built up to the back was fantastic.
Fucking point. Great, you've won the ball back. There's an opportunity to spring. It's like, nope, no thanks. Just thinking Canate and Gomez haven't had enough touches of the ball. Or Alisson. Okay. Gomez to Canate. Ball. Bajcetic now. You know, I love the way Bajcetic controls it. It just like his touch gives him
space,
the option to play it anywhere he wants. You know, just that first touch is lazy.
So,
yeah. Alisson's forced to come a long way.
Yeah, and
deals with it.
Get back.
It feels like this game is poised that if we can just have something click in attack, we'll win this.
If we could do that attacking football, what we did with the defensive football a minute ago, we carve them open.
Yeah. We haven't managed to get Darwin in the game really yet.
No, not at all, actually. And when he's worked the ball into some good...
I know it's fallen over and broken. Who cares? What's the fucking game, ITV, you blurt?
They love it, don't they? And when he's had the ball and he's worked into good positions, the final pass just hasn't quite been there at the moment, has it?
Oh, Rachel Top with the £2 super chat.
Thank
Paul
you,
and Chris,
Rachel.
you are the best. Thank you so much.
What is the post-it note on the Champions League behind you, says Avkid?
Check our socials. Check our Instagram for the answer. At the Redmen TV. Big things are brewing.
6th of the 2nd, 23. Because you're here watching now. I don't want you to go anywhere else.
Brighton building up a game from the back. They're not really having too much chance to play.
Is Kurt Jones warming up? Have I missed something here? The comments have started talking about him, so I'm assuming he's coming on. And if he does come on...
He's going to come on the left for Gakpo, I reckon.
Move Darwin up front.
No, I mean, that's what we did against Chelsea, innit?
Okay.
In a roundabout fashion.
I was thinking he might take Thiago off, but I think I'll go with you.
That's what I would do, what you've just suggested there. Yeah. Not a yeg. Rachel Todd says, I like Curtis Jones. I like Curtis Jones. That's fucking... Again, it goes back to this fucking point we've made, is that we're people are being hypercritical of young footballers instead of like questioning the senior people. Canate chooses to go long.
Here we go. That's a struggle. That
Darwin Núñez put his head right in the mix.
That's
there.
a struggle. The physical, the size difference, between Lamptey and Núñez, that was always going to be tough for him to deal with.
Yeah. But that's what you think about Núñez. He's so aggressive in just how he plays that sometimes just booting the ball in his general direction, it just causes uncertainty. You know, it makes them think about the bounce too much. Dickie Head. What the fuck? Anyway, what the fuck is a hove up the Reds?
No idea. I know what a Hovis is.
Or an Albion. Not that matter.
What the fuck is a Hove?
His place pass, can Liverpool capitalise? Kurt Jones picks it up. Oh, God.
Darwin, that was a terrible pass, mate.
Fuck me. Bajcetic is forced to get back and defend in that left-back position. Gone past him there. Gomez cuts it out, but he cut it back wrong.
Well done,
Canate
well done.
throws his body on the line.
It seemed like Gomez had it under control, but I don't think he did.
No.
It looked like he was passing, but I don't think he was passing. I think he was just blocking.
I think that's one of those
it was a
where
really good connection on a block.
Too good a connection.
Yeah, a little too good.
Right corner to Brighton. 10 minutes left to play.
They are pinning Allison in there, I think, aren't they? 4 of them in front of him. Get Billy Gilmore, one of them.
There. He's been the danger man for them in the last few weeks. Gone near post. He looks for the flick on. Goes nowhere. Allison clears it.
Oh, here we go.
Does he fall? He might have slipped there, Chris. Let's find out. Salah with the touch. Oh, Tarek Lamptey back defending. Goes back to the goalie. Salah pushes him to the floor. It should be a free kick, but that one will be instead.
Right, let's have a little support of Curtis Jones. I'm not going to talk about if he's a good player. I'm not going to talk about if he's a bad player, but like he's put a fucking red shirt on.
Yeah, Canate just eases his man off the ball.
I hope he scores the winner. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyone. Yeah. Henderson, lovely little touch there around the corner. He's going to try and power around the outside of Mo. Gets it back. Can you pick out Jordan? Blocked. Throw in corner. Who knows? Alexis McAllister goes down holding his face.
I don't know whether
there.
it's a corner or a throw, but I do know the fourth officials board's hurting right now.
As much as Alexis McAllister after being.
Here we go. Is it a free kick? No, it's a. I don't know. God, is this a purple there? Got a purple head. I think he's in real pain there. Yeah. He's writhing, Paul. When you writhe, you're in pain. Oh, did he head first?
I think he's just got like a forearm to the neck there. And then, to be honest, if Canate hits you at that kind of pace, I don't care what body part he's hitting you with.
I didn't even remember that.
That was how we won the ball back in the build up to that attack. Yeah.
Block that out.
Yeah, that's going to hurt.
It's a concern that they're trying to hold us.
Kieran Orr asks, where is he on the Michael Owen visual pain scale? That looks like
5 weeks.
I mean, honestly, I need to just judge that because I don't want to make light of someone who might have a serious neck injury before we delve into it. Although the Michael Owen visual pain scale has proven to be very accurate.
They wouldn't look at VAR on that, would they? No,
I don't think so.
I mean, yeah, you can't retrospectively judge the foul on the injury, can you? Are they looking at that?
I don't know. ITV is certainly looking at it because there's nothing else to look at.
Oh, he's okay. I'm good.
Matt Smith says if he was taller, it would be fine. Yeah, absolutely.
Or shorter. You missed him. What is a hove?
I think there's someone answering the question in the comments. Fabinho coming on, we'll give him final instructions.
Nautical.
Was it that when two teams combine? Because is this like Dagenham and Redbridge kind of situation, or
what is a hove?
Doesn't answer what a hove is.
Football.
Substitution incoming then. Stefan Bajcetic, another fabulous performance from him at the base of Liverpool's midfield. Fabinho comes on for him.
That's something to do with two businessmen who own the club, I think.
Mr. Brighton and Mr. Hove.
I don't know. No idea. There's it's fine. It's not fine. It might not be to do that either.
Thrown by Milner. Jones plays the ball. Gomez centrally on the edge of the centre circle. He's going to float that one back out to the right wing. Milner gets cut out. Henderson forced to turn. Well, lovely little turn. Fucking Fabinho, Jesus Christ.
Hove might be something to do with an area in
Brighton. Liverpool are in big trouble here, Chris. Oh, Andy Robertson does really well. Does really well to get back there. And Alisson sticks one up to him. Great.
Top there.
Fucking Fabinho, Jesus Christ. I mean, I know it was probably his first touch of the ball, but all the same. Robertson now. This game feels like it's taking inexorably towards the full-time whistle. Liverpool need a bit of magic here if they're going to get through this one. Oh, Darwin, you can't kick the ball that hard at people. Oh, just like Fabinho's probably going to go straight in the book. He holds his hands up. He winces. He knows.
Jesus Christ.
Damien Jarowski says, "Is Bajcetic starting number 6?" Well, yeah, absolutely.
He is at the moment, isn't he? It's his share to lose, and he's not lost it today.
If anyone's been space jammed, it's Fabinho, isn't it?
It's not that bad. Oh, wait.
This is it.
That bad.
Oh, fucking hell, Chris, that's a fucking red card now.
Yeah, that's a red card. It should be anyway. It's not, thankfully.
Yeah, well, this has been a... Oh, is he... He's getting sent off here?
He looks like he's gone. What was it? Shit cameo.
He's come on, played one of the most uncomfortable touches I've ever seen in a football match, and then
fuck, that's a red card.
It's really bad. It's really bad. Just looks like he's waiting to be told, doesn't it? Or at least
It does. How long was he even on for? Is that less than Gerrard? More than Gerrard? He's been on 2 minutes, I think. Came on in the 84th. It's now the 86th.
Yeah, I mean, Steven Gerrard walked on the pitch and
off.
got sent off. So, well, no decision made at the moment, but Fabinho's looking like, he knows. We'll have to see. Still conducting the treatment at the moment.
That is such a needless challenge.
Yeah, no, stupid. We were saying this week, and we were talking about, in fact, was it the podcast? And I was saying how someone of our other midfielders, like Henderson and Fabinho, have got to at some point come in this side and have a good game, because they're good players and it's not outside the realms of possibility for that to happen. And I think Endo's been okay since he's come on, but Fabinho, man, like, I don't know genuinely don't know what happened.
It was
to
Damien Jarowski, wasn't it, who said this Bajcetic starting number 6. If Fabinho gets sent off, yes, for the next probably 3 games, definitely. Is it cup only?
No,
it's all English competition nowadays, isn't it? Let's have a look. Jonathan Cook, £2 super chat. Thank you, Jonathan. Says lad's got serious baby brain, no doubt.
Evan Ferguson is off. Dennis Undav comes on in his place.
This would probably have been Trossard at this point, actually.
That's a bad one, particularly given that Ferguson, how like he's been their absolute talisman.
Just the yellow?
The young kids, yeah, just the yellow for Fabinho.
Lucky
but
boy.
I think maybe there's also a degree to which he knows he's hurt him as well, which is bad. Right, come on, Fab, just keep your head on now. Oh, come on.
Very smart defending that.
Yeah. Goes back to Steele. Minute 15 of normal time. You'd imagine there'll be a good old chunk of added on time now.
Yeah, I think there was at least 3 minutes there.
Stupian's got it on that left hand side. Stupian. He's got it again.
I tell you what, Firmino's got to clear his head a little bit here now, because that could derail the next 5 minutes for him. There you go. Hunting and Packs, come on. That Kerr Jones is gone, yeah.
Yeah, Curtis Jones.
Where's his mates?
Come on, Liverpool, eat them alive.
Well in.
That.
Fuck off.
Got to get back in, James. We'll find out any second what the stoppage time is. Brighton again have the ball in their half. It does feel like Liverpool are a bit lost here. Dunk's been given the man of the match. Come on, Joe. Andy Robertson tracking back just about enough, but Liverpool have got to get back in here.
Oh, God.
Oh, they've got all kinds of men there. Robbo, free kick.
The major concern there was that Gomez was 5 yards deeper than the rest of them, so their number 7 was just, March was free in the box, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, give it a rub, mate. Yeah, I'll do it. Get your mum to give it a kiss better. You'll be sound, lad. Oh, he went 2-footed then, McAllister.
Stood on both his toes.
Look, McAllister jumps in with 2. See? He got there first, but he jumped.
Andy Robertson, for his troubles, stood on both of his feet with one
That's
foot
what
there.
you shouldn't jump in with 2 feet for,
Yeah, if
McAllister.
you just jumped in with one, McAllister, you'd only had one of your feet stood on.
Yeah, you dickhead.
Oh, dear.
Right, switch on now. 4 minutes left of the 5-minute added time. Free kick's about to be taken.
That was a solid brew from Dan Club.
Mine was a good, strong coffee,
2 spoons, you reckon?
One big one.
I like
Man's got a cold nose.
Mr. Sneeze there. Right, Brighton free kick.
Tell you what, is that Estupinan
Right
back
hand
there?
side of the penalty area. 10 yards outside the box. Floated towards the back post with a queuing up. Ball's brought down by Stupian. He's floated that again to the back stick. Robertson's misjudged it. Matoma scores.
Fuck off!
And Liverpool are out of the FA
I
Cup.
fucking said when the free kick was taken and Stupinan's at the back stick there, no one within 10 fucking yards of him. And he's just able to play the ball across. And Matuma does fucking brilliantly and smashes it into the net. Fuck's sakes, Liverpool. You've just got to be smarter. Why is there no one with a Stupinan?
Why have we become rubbish at defending set pieces? When did that happen?
I don't know. Don't ask fucking serious questions, let me fume. He was 10 yards away from fucking everybody. Look. Why is there no one there? It's just so easy.
Is he offside? And then that's
It's Robbo misjudging it,
brilliant
innit?
from Matoma, that isn't it? Absolutely brilliant.
Dunk was there as a blocker.
Yeah.
It's a smart free kick.
That's class.
Oh my
that's
God.
A fucking great goal.
Didn't fucking Welbeck do that to Gomez last time?
That's a
He
fucking
did.
great goal.
Welbeck did it to Gomez last time. Fucking twice against the fuckers. At least it wasn't Welbeck.
I'm hoping that a Stupian's offside there.
VAR. It was close. It was definitely close, you're right. SnickersUK.com. The fuck?
And so we have the long, inexorable wait for the assistant additional video referees.
It's fucking
onside.
Onside, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, onside. It is a goal, and it is Brighton 2. It is Liverpool 1, and there is about a minute and a half left of this game.
And they get to celebrate twice, bastards. And I tell you what, that fucking Matuma's some player, innit? This is cool and calm, and poor Joey. Just don't get back up, mate. Oh,
Great
God,
goal.
he's been embarrassed, and that's a finish as well.
That's a great goal.
But what pisses me off about that goal is just how free fucking Stupinan was at
Both
the
of them.
beginning
No,
it.
both. You have two. A man free. One. Oh, go on, Darwin Núñez in behind here. Come on, Darwin. What can you do? Not that. You
I
fucking
think it's a
idiot.
goal kick, you know.
Pretty sure that's a goal kick. Pretty sure he's tackled himself there.
No, it went off there, man, and back onto Darwin. I'll shake that off, lads. Oh, God. How many manx and stuff have just jumped into the fucking chat loads? That's why I've sat far away from my laptop. I can't read them from over there. They're pissing me off. I just know they're there. What they're doing has worked. I can just see lots of crying emojis and laughing. Which, yeah, fair play, fuckers. Fair fucking play. You shower of bastards. Right, big one now. Let's go.
Last 15 seconds.
Come on, the Reds.
Scott Hawks. We brought on Fab Dower and Hendo got worse. I think it says everything about where we're at. Brighton look a better team than us. Hard to take.
Second half, we didn't really create football, did we?
Nope.
Any chance of looking at the free kick that was already taken, ITV? You wank stains. Oh, great.
Robbo's
Well
played
done.
himself into trouble there. Come on, Jordan.
I was
What
about
the
just fucking...
is
What
that,
the fuck
Jordan?
was that? Lad, don't use your standing leg again, please.
I mean, the amount of Brighton fans who've got off from this as well, that kind of serves them right, to be honest. One big throw. Joey Gomez. This is it, all or nothing. The FA Cup holders on the precipice. Brighton are going to make one more sub. Aaron Garza with the super chat says, I have no clue who we even are anymore. Yeah.
I'm mid-table side right now.
Correct. Lamptey off Van Heck on.
Jean-Paul Van Heck.
Stick it in your own net. Go on. Joey Gomez, how's your big throw?
Oh, God.
Let's find out. It's not very good. Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones turns, twists.
Oh, there you go.
Needs to find. Come on, Liverpool. Just put one in the fucking box, you absolute idiots. Milner.
God,
oh my God. What? Chris, fucking hell. What are we doing?
It's fucking pathetic,
What
Paul.
are we doing?
It's fucking shit, mate.
What are they doing? The fucking gang of idiots.
Honestly. They've got no clue how to fucking do anything anymore. We've played it somehow back to Joe Gomez to get him to whip the ball and plays it back to James Milner, who instead of putting it into the box, knocks it to Salah with two men on him. Oh, God, they've got the foam FA Cups. Oh, God, and it says seagulls. Oh, God, he's wearing a seagull. Oh, God. Jesus wept, man. We're broken biscuits, us, mate, and not in a good way.
Nah.
Crumbled.
There you
The
go.
remains of what was a great digestive is just now a fucking mess.
The FA Cup holders are out. That is the full-time whistle. Brighton 2, Liverpool 1.
Pantalones. Absolute pants, mate.
Trousers.
Yeah, it's Spanish, isn't it? Yeah, I know that.
Absolute trousers.
We're really poor, but that was a... Look, we are really poor, and we're out of the FA Cup, but we got absolutely battered by Brighton last time. And, you know, for this game, the first half at least, it was competitive. Second half, I didn't think we were very good. The subs I thought we made didn't work for us. Although maybe the right idea to get Darwin Núñez on and spread them a little bit didn't work.
Work that as a situation at any point during the game.
Look, Brighton right now are a better side than us, unfortunately. And they've done what they needed to do to progress into the next one. Not that I really want to talk about the small positives that we've got here, but there were small positives in terms of the performance, if not the results. Mm-hmm. After Bachachis goes off, we get a lot worse.
Yeah.
Like Fabinho makes that foul, takes that yellow card. Midfield didn't look anywhere near at it. Again, set pieces we were really poor at. It was a problem against Chelsea. It's continued to be a problem against Brighton.
Yeah.
We weren't switched on. Take nothing away from Brighton there. The Matuma goal's absolutely superb. The finish is superb. But it's how it gets the ball to Matuma that's a problem for me. It's too fucking easy with 2 minutes left.
Well, it's one guy free at the back post who then kicks it over to another guy who's completely free at at what becomes the back post.
Aha! So this north thing does work. It's okay when it's you, right? Okay.
At the south post. Yeah, no, shocking, just absolutely shocking. And again, you're right, is that Brighton not even just that they're a better team, is they're better organised. And they've got those extra bits and pieces. When we were boss, we had all that as well, and it's mad because Brighton are nowhere near at the level that Liverpool were at the best as well. But you're right, the substitutions did nothing to make that game better for us. The second half, I thought we did really well. First half, I thought we got better as the half wore on. They get a lucky goal. Yeah, exactly. We competed. I think that's the right way to put it. Liverpool were competitive. Liverpool were hard to play through, and I think that's the small, for me, if we're going to take it, is we've not been played through, but ultimately
Here you go. Let's look at some of the stats on the iPad, mate. So after the end of the first half, I think it was 54% possession to 46. Brighton had 6 shots and we'd had 7. Second half, Brighton had 7 shots and we had 1. So they managed to deal with what we were doing, and we didn't manage to deal with what they were doing. They got better as the game went on, and I think you can see that as well in terms of the momentum chart as well. I mean, it's a little bit more even. It's slightly weighted towards Brighton in the first half, but the second half we didn't really have too much there at all, did we? I was pleased with Gakpo's performance. I thought it was a much more encouraging performance from the Gakpo than what we've seen. Harvey Elliott obviously gets the goal for us from the left-hand side and gets into some good positions creatively. Mo Salah's the one for me at the moment where I'm a bit like, what the fuck are we trying to do here?
No, I don't know what he's trying to do. I don't know where
his head's gone as well in terms of the one-on-one. I mean, not only does he not connect with it very well, but he doesn't get it even on target. Yeah. That's a concern at the moment.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, Salah's not firing at all in attack. And again, it comes down to it. Look at the substitutions. Darwin Núñez's passing was absolutely fucking atrocious when he came on. Fabinho was dog shit when he came on. Henderson was all right. He was all right.
Henderson ran around.
Yeah, he was okay. You know, he was not worthy of the conversation. But the point is, we tried to change things. We tried to obviously up a gear. We put our theoretically better footballers on the pitch.
And these are the reasons that Henderson and Fabinho aren't starting, though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Particularly Fabinho, I think, who has had one of the all-time worst drop-offs I've ever seen from a footballer. Shocking. It's frightening how bad these become. He should be sent off as well, you know, and that would have actually probably suited him a bit. Go and take a 3-game suspension, mate. Go and give you that. You know what I mean? Don't even come to the games for a bit. Go away, work out whatever it is you've lost, and see if you can find a way to get it back, because he's not at that level at all. Frustrating.
When was his kid born?
Oh, I don't know.
January.
Yeah,
early January.
Yeah,
he's fucked.
Yeah, it's not getting better. It's not getting easier, Chris. That's the point. It doesn't get easier. You should be fine. First few weeks are piss.
Get a nanny, lad.
Yeah, I know. The
wet nurse that he called or something to fucking sort them.
Yeah, but that's up to her, isn't it? Like, I'm not sure that's not one of his responsibilities, Chris.
Maybe he's done what your Neil didn't, getting up every feeding time.
Don't do that.
Madness.
Don't share. Don't both do the feeds.
Yeah.
Bad. Yeah, I haven't really got loads to add to it. We're doing your reactions, by the way. We're doing fan reactions shortly. Chris will be doing player ratings. Good luck with that. And then we'll be doing the instant match reaction. We've had a little time for this to sink in over on Redmen Plus. But you've got to just get that. You've just got to take that to a replay. And I know no one likes replays and no one wants replays, but honestly, right here, right now, I'd rather have a replay than be out. Because what it's left us with, and I'm sure we'll have this conversation, and the natural flow of this conversation, because Chris, you know, we've been doing this for nearly 13 years. We've had every conversation almost that one can have around Liverpool. You're meant to go, well, it gives you the opportunity now to focus on blah, 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 blah. We're fucking 9th in the Premier League, and we've got the Champions League, and any idea that, you know, I'm that moron who still holds hope that we'll win the Champions League, because while you're in it, you can. But
we can't.
Yeah, exactly. But if you're going to be like that, if you're going to be at the level that Liverpool are at right now, is frightening. It's frightening how far. And as you say, it's not a game where Brighton we haven't been battered. You know, it's a night and day performance from the last time we were at that stadium. We've lost in a different way. You can take encouragement from that or not.
Almost a more painful way in some ways, that we were well better. Yeah. Losing late always horrible, isn't it? Like, especially when it's such blindingly obvious mistakes that you can see. Like we switch off. Yeah. You know, 2 minutes left in the game, and you're switching off a set piece like that. It's silly.
Yeah. Little Carl with a £5 super chat says, "Can we bring the pandemic back and void the season? Thanks." No, because everyone said it never happened. Now all those people. Now, if you're a Liverpool fan and you denied that COVID was real, it's your fault. You could be voiding this right now, but you've made everyone think it's. Gutted lads since Edwards is gone. Our TX has been poor. Our Pep needs his wings clipped. The book deals and assistants away with you. Yeah, it's a bad one. It is an absolute bad one. I was quite looking forward to a little FA Cup run, to be honest. If fucking Wrexham beat Sheffield United and get these in the next round, I am going to lose my shit.
No. Yeah. Okay. But, like, Liverpool just lost another game of football. We're going to go into February having won one game in January, I think.
But that's standard Klopp.
It's not good.
It's standard Klopp. It's like back to the old school days. We could never buy a win in January.
The problem with being out of the FA Cup for this squad right now, I feel, is that we need 2 games a week to give them all minutes.
Yes.
There's a weird waiting problem in terms of minutes and how everyone's.
We've got a squad built for a quadruple.
Yeah, you know what I mean, and that can be an issue. Now it might work in terms of your Bajcetic. If this world, they were going to get their 90s and stuff like that, which might be good. But also when you pick up an injury and like Fabinho's dropped in, he ain't played no football because he's been sitting out there. It's a weird problem to have.
I think 5 subs makes that less of a problem. But I agree that the problem is that would agree, except that in the FA Cup is meant to be where you play your kids, but we're not. We've been playing our best team. The FA Cup is where we've been trying to get our season back on track, and that's exactly. So no more room for error now. You've now got to win every Premier League game and every Champions League game to have a moderately successful season. All the best with that.
We can't do that.
No,
we're not good enough.
Anyway, right, cool. That's it. I will be back with you, taking your reactions very shortly. Join me here on YouTube. Then Chris will do player ratings as mentioned. Come join us on redmenplus.com for the instant match reaction as well. Anyway. Yes.
Fuck's sakes, Liverpool.
Just be less shit, Liverpool. Wouldn't that be nice? At least Twitter will be a nice, calm place now.
We are really proud of what we've built at Redmen Plus. At Redmen TV, we employ 11 people in the Liverpool area. It's something that I am so proud of. And we couldn't have done it without the support of you guys who watch the videos and the people who subscribe to redmenplus.com. If you like the cut of our job, if you like the content that we make, then we make more of it. Redmenplus.com. Help us to help the community by signing up today.